Yo, what's going on, guys? My name is Chandler, the Geek Slays, and welcome back to episode 100, the Scuffed Ass Podcast. The original crew's back.
Hi.
Everybody misses her. They really do.
I doubt anybody has mentioned me
No,
since the
they
last
have.
time I popped
Yeah,
up.
They
always
definitely
wonder where
have.
you're at.
Everybody cares about Destiny.
Hi, guys.
They don't
Apparently
care-
you're entertained.
They haven't asked a shit thing about me, but
Well, no. Well, because you were an easy explanation. You work at a bar, our schedules are different.
yeah.
And you'd figure, though, people would just assume if Wonder's not going to be around, Destiny's not either. But apparently people are dumb.
I also live in an entirely different town now, so that makes it
That's also
it a
true.
little bit
Which
more
is
difficult.
like 2
it's
hours
like
away.
2.5 hours away from this location.
I also think people think me and you are better friends than we are. I don't talk to Destiny unless Wonder is there.
No, not really.
So, yeah. Unless it's like something about Wonder.
We get along, though.
Right,
We get
right.
along well every
Right,
time we're around
yeah,
each
yeah,
other.
yeah. No,
Yeah, almost
but it's like-
too well.
Not really. No. Like, the only time I ever text her is if it's about Wonder. It's like, hey, where is he? Or,
Is
Yeah.
he dead?
I want to do this thing. Do you have plans with him this day or whatever? Because I don't want to be an asshole.
Well, 9 times out of 10, he doesn't even know what he is going on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
He
that's
doesn't
fair.
remember.
That's why I
That's
He
fair.
doesn't
text
remember
her.
our plans even, so I mean, like,
I-
I just kind of...
I never know what I'm doing till like 5 minutes before it happens, so
So
that's why it's really hard for me to plan to do anything, because whenever I end up planning to do something, 9 trillion things pop up
on the same day.
on
Yeah.
the same day. So
Yeah.
that's why I try
not a
not to
healthy
plan.
lifestyle. You also have
I
a
try
problem...
not to. Well, it's not my fault. It's
Yes,
everybody
it is.
else around me.
No, yes, it is. Because you also have a problem of, like, not being able to say no.
That's true.
So,
You
that
can't say
also
no.
is
I
your
mean, I've
fault.
said no to Chandler quite a few times.
Yeah, I'm the only one you know how to say no to.
Well, that's not fair. That's not fair.
That is extremely
It's
fair.
not fair.
You literally just said he's the only one that you know how to say no to, but somehow
no,
that's
I
not
said
fair.
Chandler is a person that I say no to a lot.
Right. Because I'm like
That's
the
it.
only person you
Did
say.
I not just say
Yeah,
the same thing?
that's exactly what you said. He's just.
Guys, go back to one of the previous
You-
episodes
the
that I was
key-
in because we
the-
had a whole ass argument
The
about
key
this.
word was only that you said. He's not the only person, but he is a person that I say no to a lot.
Okay,
That's just my point.
all right.
Okay.
We did a full video about the new Spider-Man. Do you want to talk about the new Spider-Man? Another spoiler warning. I've done like 4.
That can be like a conversation between you and I later. I definitely my all-time favorite Marvel movie right now.
Pretty sure it's
Right.
probably
Fair.
Chandler's too.
Right
It's
now.
up there. It's so good.
I cried
If it's not
so
number
much.
1, it's number 2.
I went with a group of friends.
I
And
apparently
it was a blast.
multiple times apparently said things out loud without even realizing it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I would have hurt you in the theater.
Well,
Pretty
no,
sure.
not like when. That was weird.
Words are great.
When Matt Murdock showed up, the lawyer,
Yeah.
Daredevil, I apparently verbally said, "Huh." They revealed him way earlier in the movie than I
Yeah,
thought
he
would.
did.
They would. just out loud.
Nice. Nice.
Just going. Still, I'm not as bad as the asshole sitting next to him.
Oh my
Who
God.
answered the phone mid-movie.
Out of the 400 people that are in there, the phone starts ringing. It's
Oh,
not on
no.
silent.
Not on silent.
He looks at the phone, does not just, go ignore. He goes, "Hello?
Oh my god.
Hello?
That's grounds for
I
war.
can't hear you."
That's
Oh,
grounds
I
for
wanted
war.
to kick him in the dick.
Chandler's like, "What the fuck, dude?"
I legitimately, dude, what the fuck?
Out of all of the people that was in that freaking theater, we had to get sat next to the guy that's never been there before.
Yeah, that was the
apparently.
first movie
That was
he'd
the
ever
first
been to,
movie he's ever
apparently.
been to, and he's like 60
Movie?
something.
Like in a movie theater?
Yes,
Mhm.
yes, first movie he's ever been to.
But they put a whole thing on the screen. It's like, please silence your phones.
Have people ever been known to read anything in their life?
That's a good
I
point.
actually read everything that comes before the
you
movie.
you read everything, but people just tend to just wander
It's okay,
aimlessly
honey.
and throughout
I know
the
that
world.
reading is hard. I know it's hard.
I read
Ouch.
things more than
I'm
most
just
people.
kidding.
Ouch.
I'm just kidding.
Ouch.
I'm just kidding. I'm
Shots
just kidding.
fired.
I was one, believe it or not, I was one of those kids that read like Harry Potter books and The Hobbit and shit like that when I was like 9. So couldn't spell worth a shit, but I could read.
And you still haven't watched all the Harry Potter movies.
Yes, I have.
Also, the movies suck. Have you watched
I do agree. They're very predictable.
Have you watched the reunion thing yet?
No, I don't want to be disappointed.
Fair.
It makes me sad to think about that. No, I definitely went with a group of friends though to watch Spider-Man, and it was like my apartment mate. It was me, and then it was our two of our adopted freshmen. So I'm just sitting there and I'm getting ready to cry, and she grabs my hand, she's holding my hand because she knows I'm having an emotional breakdown. And then the crazy crap happens where you get a good oh my god, I'm all grabbing his arm and grabbing her hand, and I'm freaking out in the freaking theater.
Your
I don't
hands
make
are
any
fucking
sounds.
freezing.
Well, yeah, because it's -12 outside right now.
No, it's 1. It's 1 degree.
Yeah.
It's 1. It's 1.
It's 1.
That's Juan.
Woo. But yeah, no, I was probably the more dramatic in the movie theater, but I was silently dramatic. I was jumping up and I was oh my god, all of them came. What is happening?
This is also Destiny every time we go and see a movie that she didn't want to go see.
I'm disappointed in the theater crowd we had.
Yeah.
Mine was cool.
I feel like there are so many moments where there should have been better crowd reactions.
Yeah.
But all the people sitting to our right were old people.
That's a shame.
Well, it was just
So,
I don't understand. I don't get what's going on. It's is this the first Spider-Man you've seen too?
See, that's horrible.
You can't
Anybody who does
not
that.
see all of the other Spider-Men
right?
and then come watch the last one.
Banned from Marvel for the rest of your life.
Yeah, that's
like
that's a
watching
violation. That should be
Endgame.
against the law.
That's like watching Endgame before watching any other Avenger movie ever.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, that's the perfect way to start. Start with Endgame.
No.
It'd be like foreshadowing.
No.
You have to try and guess what happened to lead them there.
No.
No, see, so I've seen a bunch of people say they wanted this to happen, and it pisses me off every time. Where, at the end of Endgame, the end credit scene should have been, Tony Stark waking up in the cave right after he had gotten shrapneled. So basically restarting the MCU, that would have been stupid, and it would have pissed me off.
Mm-hmm.
But at least if they did that, you could justify starting with Endgame.
That would be odd.
Fair.
You could justify... But, yeah, why would you want to restart the universe when it's actually good? Right. DC's about to restart their universe. I'm so annoyed about it. So you're kicking Ray Fisher's Cyborg out of the universe. So Flash, they're going to do some Flash time travel bullshit. So Henry Cavill's no longer going to be Superman. Ben Affleck's no longer going to be Batman. There's not going to be a Superman or a Batman in their universe anymore. They're going to go Supergirl and Batgirl, which don't make any sense at all. Batgirl can't exist without Bruce Wayne existing first. It doesn't make sense. Supergirl can only exist if Superman exists. The only reason she ever gets to Earth is she is supposed to be protecting Cal. She just took the wrong course to Earth. That's how that works in the comics. And it pisses me off that this is how this universe is going to be.
Maybe they'll surprise you.
They won't. It's DC. They suck.
I know.
Thoughts on DC movies?
I don't follow DC after Heath Ledger, stopped being the Joker.
Fair enough. So, okay, for me, what I think would have worked best for DC, not trying to follow the Marvel route.
Yeah.
Try to do your own thing. Instead of trying to create one interconnected universe, do what Marvel's kind of getting at now, where you have your different universes, so you can make,
a gazillion new movies.
Right, but like Robert Pattinson's Batman that's about to come out sometime this year, I believe. What? You haven't seen the trailers for the Batman? Robert Pattinson.
Oh, God,
Edward Cullen, yes.
No.
It's actually, it looks so good.
It actually doesn't look that bad.
It looks so good.
I'm sorry, but anytime a trailer is good, the movie's trash.
That's false.
That is false.
That has happened to me every single time.
Did you see the Spider-Man trailer?
Or
no, actually, I didn't watch
any of the Avengers trailers or any trailers for any good
So,
movie.
in other words, you just don't watch trailers.
So, in other words, if you watch a trailer, it's because it's from a bad movie. Because if it was from a movie you already wanted to go see anyways, you wouldn't have watched a trailer.
Right, because it always gives the best parts.
That's not true.
It gives at least
Again,
two.
look, no,
it gives at least
the
two.
Spider-Man trailer didn't.
Yeah, it did. Well, okay,
what did it give away?
You just said you didn't watch it, so...
Wait. There's a reason why I say that, and it's really because I was also really hardcore following the Zendaya and Tom Holland relationship thingy. So
Of course you were.
yeah, because they're adorable. What do you mean?
Okay.
They're cute.
Okay.
Like boop, boop their
Nope.
little cheeks.
Disappointment.
Excuse me.
Disappointment.
Why?
Why is it a disappointment?
Zendaya is like fine. That woman is an
See,
11.
That's
out of
why it's a
10.
disappointment, though, is
Yeah.
because Tom Holland has her, so none of us can. So
Well, that wouldn't
we
happen
can't like it.
anyway.
That's
Sorry,
fair.
guys.
That's fair.
You
Sorry.
don't know.
Yeah,
See,
I do.
See, you're right, but you don't have to say it.
Oh, that's
Okay,
true.
we know, but we don't need that validated.
Why you
We
always
can-
got to be the person that just crushes souls?
Right?
Like,
It's my destiny. It's been a
Destiny's
long
a
day,
dick.
guys. It's been a really long day.
I'm disappointed in you.
I'm. Why does everybody else get to use my name as a pun, but I can't?
Because
'Cause
you're
you're the
referring to yourself in the third person, and
It's
that's
great.
weird.
That's awesome. I should write a book. That would be fun.
Okay, okay.
Write a book in third person, but like
Autobiography of Destiny Covington.
Yeah, why are you?
Not an
what are you writing a
autobiography.
book about?
not. It wouldn't be like an autobiography. Be like, you know how like some authors, it's not like an autobiography, but like they write about their experiences in third person, so that way, like whenever the person's reading it, they're not thinking about the author; they're just like filling in their own character. That is actually a thing. That is
Yeah.
actually a thing, and it's very cool. And it sells a lot of books.
All of 4 people buy it. Yeah.
No, it does sell a lot of books. It can. That's why they say based on a true story on the back of the book. Okay, like I said, you don't read, so
I do read.
Ouch.
But
You
The
don't
only
know
one of
how
those
to
that-
read.
the only one that I, the ones I usually like are like, nonfiction or fictional books that are kind of like that.
Yeah, because real life sucks.
Yeah. But like a Mice and Men would technically be one.
But okay, so last thing I want to ask you both.
oh boy.
It's weird because neither of you are content creators, but what are your goals for 2022?
Like a New Year's
No,
resolution or
just what are things you want to do this year?
things I want.
What are goals you have for yourselves this year? It's easier if you're a content creator to answer this question in this aspect.
I'd like to pass all my classes for the semester and the year, preferably. I'd like to become a bartender because I want to change the pace from my other job for a little bit. I think that would be kind of fun. It'd be different. I think everyone should bartender or waitress at least once in their life.
I've done
It's
that.
fair.
It gives good experiences. It does.
I've done that. I'm good.
Right, so
I don't
you're
wanna
good.
Go
So
back
you've
to
done
that.
it. You've done it. I think everyone should do it for at least a month.
Absolutely.
At least
I
a
think
month.
everybody should be forced to work some type of customer service.
Right,
at
exactly.
least,
And
so you can deal with
then
the fucking idiots.
I want to
And
travel.
then you can realize how much of a fucking idiot you are
Yeah.
to yourself. Learn
Yeah.
something.
I want to travel to Oklahoma.
Mm.
Go see some of my family down there.
Fair enough.
For a little
Family
while.
trip.
That'll about do me in. I think 3 goals is enough for me, and then
Pass
once
your
I
classes, bartend,
travel,
travel.
bam.
Wonder?
Survive till I'm 25.
Fair
That's
enough.
not that far, by the way.
Really?
I mean,
No.
July.
That
July.
is this year. God
Yeah.
damn, you're old.
I know.
Don't worry, I feel old too, but
I know. So survive till I'm 25.
so you can
Become a
rent-
millionaire.
Oh, yes. That's a good goal.
Well, if I'm only surviving till I'm 25, I got to become a millionaire pretty quick.
And write a will.
Wow.
That didn't take me very long.
And hey, to be fair, okay, so my grandma passed away this summer and she didn't leave a will. So that made a whole big, like, mess of problems. So I'm just saying, anybody in your life, tell them to be prepared. It's just nice. It's easier. And it's always off the conscience, off the shoulders. Like, you're like, wow, all my stuff is taken care of. But anyway, continue. Sorry.
Yeah, because people just love coming up with people that's going to take their shit after they die.
I want all my stuff buried with me. No. Taking it all. I don't plan to be buried, but bury it with me.
And I want to buy a little shack on about 15,000 acres worth of land with a bay window in it, so that she doesn't bother me too much.
A shack with a bay window.
Yep. She's happy as long as she's got a bay window.
All you want's a bay window.
Yeah, that's
all you
literally
need.
my only thing.
That's all you need.
That's literally my only thing.
Because she'll sit there and pretend to read a book and slurp her coffee.
I'll actually journal, but that's okay.
You'll pretend to journal.
No, I'll journal, but that's okay. No, we've actually talked about this. I mean, just a small house. Like a small house.
See, you say that, but I'm pretty sure there's an episode of the podcast.
No, we did talk about
where
it.
we talked about our houses.
Yeah.
Neither of your houses. I just want a small house that's like 2 stories with a basement that's not small. That's...
You can be small in square footage. Just tall.
I was
Why
thinking
do you want
like
it tall?
I was thinking a single storage or
See,
single
story with a basement.
With a basement.
That's
See,
fine.
single
with me.
story
Would be
with basement, smart. That's what I plan to do.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, you should become a millionaire, though. I'm down. I'm ready for you to be a millionaire.
I've been playing the Powerball,
I was
so
going to say, go win the...
I don't care.
$520 million would be nice.
I was going to say, it's $500 million. I could get a loan to move to Texas.
Why do you want to move to Texas?
Shit, I could just
Because-
I could give you a big enough loan just off my
It's
interest.
It's tough. So I always wanted to go to
Texas is
California. No. So California's great.
Except it
Income
sucks.
tax sucks.
Mhm.
State tax is awful. So I don't want to go to California.
California
So
sucks.
it's Texas and Florida, and I don't want to be Florida man.
You don't want lizards falling out of the sky at you?
No.
That'd be so
So
cool.
I'll go to Texas.
All you have to do is search Florida man, and you'll find
Yeah. So I'll go to Texas where it's still warm. No state tax.
you
That'd be
can
so
own a
cool.
gun.
You could
Yeah.
have like a little 90s jingle. Like that almost sounds like an old cartoon.
What?
You'd be like, he's Texas man, the geek
No,
slays,
God, no.
on a mission.
Oh, no. No.
I was about to say
Yeah,
something
let's
that rhymed
just
with that,
stop
which would have
there.
been really bad, but okay.
We're just gonna.
Okay, we're gonna go that way.
I want to see you go that way.
Yeah, there's nowhere to go that way. Don't question things.
I'm questioning.
That's fair. You probably should.
It's always a
Honestly.
good idea to question things.
It's probably a good thing. Good
Don't be a
idea.
sheep. Don't be a follower.
Oh yeah, we still gotta play beer pong at some point.
Oh yes, we do.
I totally forgot I bought that for a video idea, and then
When the fuck did you put shelves up?
2 weeks ago, needed to shelf.
Shows how long it's been since I've been.
Yeah,
You got a lot of cups.
yeah. That's those cups are why I
Hey,
built
look,
the
that
shelf.
was the one that you traded.
Yeah.
that
Haha.
was- yep.
You say haha as if he didn't get a better cup and
I was about to say, I got-
$20 out of
I was
it.
about to got it. I guess I was about to say I got like
My friend's still
$20 cup.
Deadpool?
here.
Yeah.
My friend's still here.
Godzilla's somewhere.
I don't want Godzilla. Ugh.
That's still the funniest clip, one of the funniest clips from this podcast. You scaring the shit out of her with the Godzilla stuffy. Her being like, oh my god, why would you do that? Stuffy!
Roar.
It was funny as shit.
Roar.
Roar?
Roar.
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 Bark.
Yeah.
So, do you know where you want to be a bartender at? Do you want to bartend
got
at
ideas.
College Town, or do you want to be here?
I've got ideas.
Okay.
Here's the situation.
Situation.
I'm not gonna name names of bars.
Absolutely.
So-
Smart idea. Don't do that. Yeah.
The situation is that if I was offered a job at a bar locally in the location that I work,
That he works?
Yes.
Okay.
I would come back
Right.
and still pay my rent in Laramie, but come back
For the
and work
summer?
there. Yeah. If I do not get a job offer from there, I want to stay in where I'm at, where I have my apartment, and work at the golf course or the country club.
Fair
Because
enough.
it's a whole bunch of rich
Rich
guys.
assholes?
Yeah. And they're gonna be like, oh yeah, like decent looking female.
Right?
20
Here's money. Yeah.
So like that's my goal. If I have to settle for a different bar, like that's fine. I would prefer not to have anything with a bouncer in it because that just
Why,
not a
bouncers are
good
great.
vibe.
Yeah. Bounce. Well, no, it's
That was probably really loud. Sorry guys.
fine.
bouncers are so much better than like
Not
Kelly's
having
because
bouncers.
you are the bouncer.
I
If you're
understand.
at Kelly's.
Right.
But the situation is like that's a bar setting. If I'm working at the golf course at the bar, there's not a situation where I'm gonna have to have a bouncer.
There could be.
Right, but how often does that happen? Seriously?
knows?
It's unlikely.
It's unlikely.
but
Right.
it's possible.
Or at a country club where they
Right.
can just get drunk and then go to their room. It's
No,
not...
but I guess I get not wanting to work at a bar where there are bouncers, because then there's a reason that they have bouncers, you
Right.
know?
And if I go to like the country
usually
club,
if you have a busy bar, it's gonna have a bouncer.
and if I go to a country club or like a golf or the golf course, I also don't have to worry about running into as many college students that I might know. You know,
That's
because
fair.
like a lot of them do have yearly leases like I do, so they have to stick around, or otherwise go home and pay their rent from their home.
Yeah, which I don't want to pay rent for somewhere I'm not living.
Yeah.
Right?
So
Yeah.
It's like I get it. Sometimes you do what you got to do, but
I hate not renting to own either.
yeah, renting is just tough in general.
You have to do it sometimes.
Oh yeah, no.
But if I can help
absolutely.
it,
Yeah,
I'm gonna rent to buy.
it's not
I
bad
never
in
want to
Laramie.
rent if I don't have to.
If you're like a college student, it's actually not that bad.
Sure.
3-story, 4-bedroom apartment, $465. Although
Right.
it's $465 for each of us.
Oof.
Yeah,
But
so
it's
technically it's like
$465 you'll never get back. And then
Right.
at least when you rent to buy, it eventually is yours in the end.
Yeah.
And then you can sell it or do
But
whatever
I
you
don't
want
know,
with
I
it.
don't want to rent to buy that place.
Why? It's
I'm
great.
not saying you have to do that.
Actually,
I'm just saying
I wouldn't really want to rent to buy that place either.
It's not. I mean, like
It's
nice.
fine.
It's
Like I'm
just-
not saying it's okay, but you
having
can't
an
tell me
apartment
that's where you want to
complex
be.
there that's cheap would
Be
be
forever.
32
like-
stairs every day of my life, like 40 times a day.
Laramie's
No, thank you.
okay. Well, you'd have to start to learn when to go up and down stairs. You gotta be smarter about this. You can't just I'm gonna run downstairs and get a cup of coffee, and then get upstairs and then I forgot my phone. You gotta
That
be
has
on top of
literally
your
happened
shit.
to me.
I'm
Shut
sure
up.
it has.
Shut up. Shut up.
Targeting
That's mean.
you.
I want to get another mini fridge for like my room. That way, maybe I could just like keep my creamer and stuff, and then I don't have to worry
like
about
that
nothing.
one, like that one right there.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Oh, so how's 2022 gone for you guys so far? Is it a good year so far for you too?
I had a good time on New Year's Eve.
Nice.
Yeah.
New Year's itself,
So I have a funny story.
Go ahead.
not about me.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
So the other day I went to Ty's
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know?
Oh,
yeah,
God.
yeah.
Okay.
and I was getting gas and then I wanted to get drinks and stuff. So this is the funniest shit. You can't make this stuff up. So it's pretty busy there, honestly, and there's only 2 people working at the time, and there's this, I don't know if you knew she's kind of a real tall older lady that's got, white hair, and she's always grouchier and shit.
Maybe.
Anyway, she's always grouchy. I get my stuff all up there on the table, and there's a real short older lady behind me, and all she has is a Pepsi. Well, the cashier lady goes, well, let me get her because she's only got a Pepsi. And I said, well, that's fine. I was being kind, courteous, whatever. So scooted my stuff over. She goes on the other side of the little computer thing that they check stuff out and sets her Pepsi up on the counter. She scans it. And then, she also had fuel. So she ended up being like $66 and some odd cents or whatever. So she gets her checkbook out. She starts writing out this check. And she says, wow, gonna have to start writing 2022 now. And I was, next to her, and then I kind of looked over, and I was like, hell, I still write 2020 sometimes. I don't know what the hell happened to 2021. And she kind of finishes writing out her check and tears it and hands it to the cashier lady, and then turns and looks at me, and she goes, well, if I was still writing 2020, I'd be going to see a doctor about dementia, and then gives me a crusty look. And I was like, oh shit, and then she turns and starts to walk out of the door, to which I look over, grab her Pepsi, and say, ma'am, you forgot your Pepsi.
Talk about
And
dementia.
there's like 7 or 8 other people that are in ties, and they just some of them didn't understand what was going on because they weren't paying attention, but the others that were absolutely freaking rolling. Like they just busted up laughing. And I kept my composure. I was just standing there holding the Pepsi. She walks up, grabs the Pepsi, and smirks at me, and then turns around and walks out the door. I kind of grinned a little bit and then looked up at the cashier lady, who always is grouchy and in a bad mood.
She was smiling.
And then I looked at her and I said, karma's a bitch sometimes, and she loses it.
Oh my god.
Just loses it. And and then
That's not me.
I don't know what that is. My
In your
phone.
room?
No, it's not.
I don't think it is.
It's not inside.
Oh, okay.
It does sound like it's in here.
Sounds like it's in here.
Weird.
I bet it's on the table out there.
Something. I don't know.
But anyway.
No.
Yeah.
So my
Karma's a
first
bitch.
experience with this year, not really my first, because, I stayed up all New Year's night or whatever, streaming.
Yep.
But I went to bed, woke up the next morning, took my shower, came in here, sat down, made a cup of coffee, grabbed my creamer, dumped some creamer in there, take a drink, and it was the most rancid tasting thing I'd ever had. Did you know coffee creamer without dairy can still go bad?
Yes.
It can spoil?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Mhm.
That was disgusting.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a liquid, so
I had no idea.
that's why I have powdered.
I wasn't
creamer.
expecting
That's
it to have gone
revolting.
bad. Yeah, powdered
She doesn't
creamer's
like it.
bad.
I like
Powdered creamer's
I don't
bad.
mind powdered creamer. Yeah.
But, yeah, what the fuck?
I think it's probably Rena's alarm clock to pull something out of the.
Maybe. I don't know. But I think that's long enough. You guys got anything else to say to the people?
Bye.
Bye.
Au
Fair
revoir,
enough.
Arrivederci, Avidastain, ciao, adios,
Okay. That's good. That's good. Good job. That's
hasta
good.
luego.
That's good. That's good. That's
Cool.
All right, and we are back with technically the first guest we ever had on the show. Good old Mr. Greg. How you doing, Greg?
Hello. Good. How are you tonight?
I'm all right.
Greg.
I'm all right.
Congratulations on your 100th episode. Glad to be a part of it.
Yeah, you were there for episode 1, and now you're here for episode 100. And you were
Right.
there for something in the middle. I can't remember what was in the middle, but you were there for something.
Well, I think the first one we did, was it in Washington?
Yeah, we recorded it in the basement at whatever that house we were staying in was. And
And then
I had bought a new mic while we were there, so you had the new mic. And my mic, I forgot to bring the stand for, so it was like sitting inside of a cup.
I remember that. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the way we roll.
yeah.
And look at you now. Look at you now.
It was because of that episode that we got the name for the podcast, because when we recorded it, I didn't have the name yet.
All right.
Yeah. What episode did you return for? Now I'm intrigued. 31. You were on episode 1, episode 31, and now episode 100. Wild
Oh,
times.
very cool. Very cool.
Wild times. I don't see you're tough. You're a tough one to interview, air quotes, on the podcast, because my way to get through everybody's little segment has been ask them their goals for content creation for 2022. You aren't a streamer, or you do have your YouTube channel that you make the
Well, and I had some time off around Christmas, and we were all kind of sick for a good portion of it. So I did start a Twitch
Oh, did you?
page or channel the other day. It's Crawl 6973.
Of course it is. Of course it is.
So KRALL at 6973. So I don't know if I have any goals for it or not. I just think some of the stuff we say on it's pretty funny,
Fair enough.
and I want to keep it for posterity. So I'm still figuring it out. It's not very good, and I don't even know. Does it save them forever, or does it just save them for a while?
90 days, I think, is how long it saves the VODs for.
Okay, is there a way to export it to YouTube?
You'd have to download them and then upload them to YouTube. But
Well,
you
maybe
could.
next time you're over, you can show me how to do that.
I could maybe do that. I could maybe
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
But okay, so I guess you are a content creator now, or at least you're pretending to be.
Right.
Uh,
I'm not good. Don't expect good gameplay if you tune in. We probably do everything wrong.
Probably.
We did get a win, and we got a couple seconds. We played Warzone. It's a tough subject because it's broken.
Because it's a bad game. Yeah.
It is getting better. I haven't had to unplug the power cord from my PS4 in about a week and a half, so that's good.
Okay, the fact that you ever had to unplug the power cord for your PS4 to get the game to work is not good.
Right, 3 times. 3 times I had to.
This is a multiple hundreds of billions of dollars company, and they can't figure out how to make a game that works.
And how shitty was it that they fired all their testers like the week before? I keep hearing that they were promised these...
They were promised raises, and then they got fired. Yeah, Activision's a shithole company. I have a pimple on my head.
I have made a vow not to give Activision any more of my money.
It's a good vow. I made that vow a long time ago. They don't even get my playtime anymore. That's a lie. There are still Call of Duty games I'll play. It's just none of the new ones because they all suck.
Right.
I'm not a fan. I'm just not. They're bad.
But I also stream Conan. If you
saw that, I have your Twitch channel up right now. I'm looking at it.
Okay,
I'm intrigued.
And I'm thinking about, I don't know, going back through like Fallout 4 or something, an older game.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, the Warzone market is like completely saturated, and
that's fair.
So I don't know, maybe there's a game. I don't know what kind of cross-platform games. Maybe I'll get on one time and play Fortnite with you.
Man, Fortnite's tough because it's also super saturated. I'm just at the point now where I have a bit of a community anyways, so it doesn't really matter what game I play. I'm going to get some views, you know? So I'm not completely shit housed when I decide to play a game no one cares about. But Fortnite's just tough. But right now it's the best multiplayer game available, really. Halo's great, but you have to have a PC or an Xbox to play it, so tough.
And I have no Xbox.
You have a PC. I don't know how well it would handle Halo Infinite, though.
I know. Yeah, I do have a PC. It's I noticed the memory's getting pretty full on it.
You mean the storage? The memory shouldn't be getting full. That would be a bigger issue. Close some Chrome tabs, damn it.
Yeah, no, I looked the other day and it's like, what? It was like a terabyte, and I've used like 800.
Yeah, that's not great.
But
have to get you a storage upgrade, huh?
Something, or get rid of a lot of files. I have a lot of video files from that relaxation channel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which that is a goal of mine, is to get back into that.
Fair enough.
I'm a I don't know if everybody knows this. I'm kind of a therapist by trade, and I often offer or suggest relaxation and mindfulness, meditation, stuff like that to help us get through the crazy times, the crazy world we live in.
Yeah, the world we live in kind of sucks, man. It's not
what
great.
I would like to get into, and I think there is an untapped market with NFT games. There's of course Axie Infinity, Star Atlas hopefully will be coming out, but there's some really cool metaverse games that you could essentially play to earn. And I don't know if there's a lot of people streaming that yet.
Man, NFTs really are something I can't get into. It reminds me, here's how I see the whole NFT thing going. Do you remember back in the day when you used to be able to like buy a star? You could go You bought a star once? That makes sense. That tracks. But all those
Yes.
companies that sold stars, they just kept selling stars, and they didn't keep a registry between companies of which star had been sold. So 20 people could own the same star. That's how NFTs are going to be. In 5 years, they're going to be gone. I don't see them lasting very long. I could be wrong, but I don't view them as one of the things that actually sticks around.
Yeah, you can't own the same NFT. One person owns it. There might be 500 of the same one minted,
Right.
or created. No, I don't know. I mean, I think what's going to happen to them, it's going to morph into not just the little pixelated crypto punks, or the little art, but more into more real world use, like tickets, instead of you buy an NFT, it's a ticket, it's the access to the show. Or Nike, excuse me, and Adidas, and a lot of these large companies are getting into NFTs because you want to buy a shoe. You buy the NFT. It's essentially just the receipt of it, and you trade it in, you cash it in. It can't be forged or replicated, but you're essentially cutting out all the middleman in between Nike headquarters and you.
That actually is an interesting thought. I don't know how well it would go in practice, but that's an interesting thought. I wonder if you could use NFTs as in this ticket idea, but use them as the way to thwart bots and scammers when it comes to, not scammers, but scalpers when it comes to buying shoes, or at this exact moment, tech products of any kind, because they're just selling out rapidly, and then the only way you can buy them is to pay 10 times their worth on eBay. I wonder if you could use NFTs to get around that.
Oh yeah, absolutely, 100%. And that's one of the use cases that they're really, really pushing. So do you understand? Like, maybe not every. NFTs stand for
non-fungible tokens.
Non-fungible tokens, which means it's so fungible is just a really stupid word. I wish they would use it. Just meaning same. Essentially, a dollar is a dollar is a dollar is a dollar. Doesn't matter if I use this one to pay or this one to pay. It's very fungible. Same way with Bitcoin. Doesn't matter which Bitcoin or Litecoin you use.
Right.
They're all equal. Non-fungible means they're not equal. Each one is unique. It is art print of a Bored Ape Yacht Club number 122.
Right.
And that's the only one in existence. And it has all the benefits of the security of the blockchain, and verifiably on the block, being able to be verified on the blockchain. And so it's interesting. Who knows where it will lead at some point.
Right.
I know India had talked about banning some of the cryptos, but then they kind of backtracked, especially on Ethereum, because India was having an issue with so many people forging diplomas and forging degrees, that now they put it on the blockchain, an NFT.
Fair enough.
You cannot forge a degree. Can medical records? Can you own all of your medical records? Have it be 100%, verified? You don't need, 2 hospitals and 3 insurance companies talking to one another.
Right.
You just, here's my medical records. It's on this phone. Oh, thanks. Let me look at it.
Right.
There's my snapshot. So yeah, and then games, so if so you're playing Fortnite or COD and you open a chest and, oh my God, there's this unique gun or skin in it that there's only one of, 20 in existence or will ever be in existence.
Man, I don't want gaming to go back to that era. I really don't. I don't want.
You pick it up, you own it, and you could sell it for whatever you want.
I don't want gaming to go back to that era. It reminds me of the CSGO. I think Infinite Warfare and Advanced Warfare did that kind of thing, where you there were crates, you had to pay real money for them. You could get, there are CSGO skins that are so rare they sell for hundreds of thousands of dollars. I don't ever want to get to that point in gaming again. We went from that point to every game being free almost. Fortnite was, it's free. Halo Infinite now is free. Warzone's free. Like, we went from everything is monetized in video games to video games being free. I don't want to track backwards to this weird ass situation where people are spending hundreds of thousands of dollars opening up crates in games to try to get lucky for a skin. I don't want to regress. I don't want to regress.
Yeah, then that would be, I guess it would depend on the platform and the game. Yeah, definitely for sure. I don't want that either.
Yeah.
There are talking about, some games like Star Atlas that's being developed now. It's this huge metaverse universe that you can purchase a ship and go explore. You find some planet, you harvest the resources, you bring it in, and you manufacture, and you sell, whatever materials that the other people need to, to build. It's almost like Civilization. Remember those games where so much wood? And so much.
Yeah.
Or you can you can buy a tanker and fly around and fuel up other ships that are out exploring. Or you can buy a huge ship and get a crew to help you, and you go pirating or conquer. I think that's kind of interesting too. And then you look at like Sandbox and Decentraland. Here's an idea I've been toying with, and I guess as a goal or whatever, or creator, I think it'd be neat to buy some land in either the Sandbox or Decentraland. Build a little therapy shop. With COVID and stuff, people sometimes want to stay home.
Fair.
They don't want to, we were shut down. Our program was shut down for a little bit during the kind of the peak of it. Could somebody, hey, I want to go visit therapist online, or an artist or whatever.
See, but there are already strategies like that for therapists online. BetterHelp is one of those.
Yeah, like the text therapy and stuff.
No, I mean, like, BetterHelp is a whole thing. You find a therapist through BetterHelp, you figure out which therapist you like, and then you're able to text them for therapy, video calls, whatever you need to do, you can do that. It's a cool idea. I don't know.
It would be like that, but your avatars shows up at my office, my avatar's there, and we chat. I mean, would it add just a little bit more personability to it?
Fair enough.
Because what they're looking at in the future is both amazing and I think frightening. That we have the technology and the capability to create a world indistinguishable from ours, 4K and 8K, and ultra high def, and
Yeah.
And the metaverse isn't really, a place, that was created. It's more of a concept, almost like the reverse singularity.
It was created by Facebook. Calm down.
No, Facebook changed to adapt to this because they kind of feel it's coming.
Well, no, Facebook created it. That's why they changed their name. Facebook is Meta. They created the metaverse. They are doing all of this.
That they want to do that because they know people more. So the metaverse essentially means, are people going to spend more time online than in reality?
Sure.
And we're close to that. I mean, you look at people, how often people are in their phone or on chat or gaming or on Facebook.
Right.
We are plugged in. We are in the matrix.
To a point, yeah.
What?
I said to a point, yeah.
Point. And yeah, well, what's that going to do for our society? Like, do I want to, kids these days, and I've young kids, and I kind of wonder about, the future we're leaving for them, and, are they going to want to spend more time in a world where they can be anything and have superpowers and do amazing things, or the deal with the reality of the suck.
I was gonna say, don't worry about it. There isn't really a future to be left anymore. I mean,
I don't know. What do you think? What do you think? What's your?
I think within the next 100 years, humans won't exist anymore. I think.
Do what?
What do you mean? Like due to. That's a good. It's our own doing either way, but whether it's another war where this one is catastrophic. I mean, if we get into a nuclear war, all of humanity dies. 3 nukes is enough to plunge the world into a nuclear winter and kill everyone living on this planet, except for maybe the few people who are psychos and have doomsday bunkers. But that's not the future that we'd, none of this stuff we'd be working on is being left behind in that future. That's a full reset for humanity. Or we just get to the point where, like, global warming, we just keep fucking it up because, we don't believe in it. So we're going to make Earth kill us, remove us like the disease we are. That's what's going to happen. Humans aren't going to exist very much longer, I don't think. Maybe I'm just cynical, but...
There's ample evidence for that too, I suppose.
I'm not saying that's what I want to happen, but that's just the future I foresee.
I'm kind of more hopeful. I believe in the power of the human spirit to prevail.
Fair enough.
All the times that we have been close enough to the brink and gotten, almost right there, and we've backed off, and it's like, okay, wait a second, this isn't okay. Let's relook at what we're doing.
The issue is the nuclear war and the global warming brink. We've been on them for years, and we're not backing off. We're pushing farther ahead.
Yeah, and if you look how close we were in the late 50s and the early 60s, the Cuban Missile Crisis, we were way closer than we were then than we are now.
Sure.
And
to a point.
So here's a note, I think it was Isaac Asimov and quite a few astronomers they hypothesized that there's like 4 types of galactic civilizations. There's the type 1 that can leave its, I think, solar system. Type 2 would be able to colonize a planet. Type 3 would be able to move their whole civilization to another planet. And type 4 wouldn't even need a planet. And I think, did I mention this on that first broadcast?
I don't remember. I don't know. I know we've talked about this kind of before, but...
So we're kind of a type 0.
Yeah.
We can't even manage the resources on our planet efficient enough without, fighting and warring and arguing over lines in the sand. And they hypothesize that step from 0 to 1 is the toughest.
Absolutely.
And a lot of civilizations, they might not make it. I think we have a good shot. It's, you see people, you hear people talking about, the need for change and the need for, for growth. And people will only grow and change when called to it. We're pretty complacent. And
the issue is the only people begging for change are people who have no power to change anything. I can sit here and cry out all day and beg for change. I can't change anything. You can change what you specifically do, right? I can change how I operate, the things I buy, the things whatever. But that doesn't change anything on a massive scale. The only way you can change anything on a massive scale is to be in a position of power. But in the world we live in, you cannot change anything meaningful and get into a position of power. They won't let you. Nothing will change.
Kind of like George Carlin, there's a big club and you ain't in it.
Pretty much.
People, it's called diffusion theory. I had to study this, and it's kind of like how changes go through a large system. And it's kind of like a bell curve, where the narrow at each ends and kind of a big bulge in the middle, where you have the innovators, where there's very few, and then early adopters, the one that kind of jump on board. And then you got the I think like majority adopters, and then resistors, and so the change doesn't occur until there's like a certain amount of population ready for it. So are we getting close to where people are like, yeah, maybe, through social media, too, like are people talking to one another? It's like, I don't want to kill you. I don't want to, I don't care what my country says, and they're like, hey, I don't want to do that either.
Right.
So there's that aspect. And then, I saw a meme on Facebook one time that's always stuck with me. It's like, you can't change the system with the system that created it. You have to create one that makes the old one essentially obsolete.
Right.
And, this fake fiat banking system that we have that is essentially the root of all their power is not working so hot for them.
Right.
I think a lot of it's just going to happen due to their greed and their, if anything, the people in power are kind of turning on each other, and they're trying to take, you look at the way the Republicans and Democrats are kind of turned against each other, and they're trying to take, the majority of the people with them. And to some extent, they are, but I think a lot of it, we just have to kind of sit back and let them, eat each other, I suppose.
Right.
And then start over. But it's definitely interesting times, and I'm grateful that to be living in this time. There's no, I work with elderly, and talking to people almost, in their hundreds, who say that, 2020, they've never seen anything like that in their whole life.
Right.
what we're going through now, and we are living in historic times, and our grandkids will be like, what was it like in 2020 and 2021? And
Yeah, I'm sick of every day being history, man. I don't like it. Like, can we just relax for a week? Like, fuck.
right?
Sit back, have a beer, sit around the fire, not have any catastrophic events happen just for like a week. That'd be fine.
Right? That might be fun. That might be fun.
But no, instead, it's every week something new's happening. We got a pandemic that half the population, at least of our country, doesn't believe it is real, which is fucking stupid, but okay. But to be fair, it's those people who don't think any of this is real that also don't believe in mental health issues or, any of the other fun stuff. Just don't do it, and you won't have to worry about it, is the point of view that most people take, and I hate it.
Well, yeah, I mean, you look at animals, they either, fight, flight, or freeze. Those are those systems within us when we get overstressed or overstimulated to the point of dysregulation. And we do the same thing.
Right.
Some people fight, some people run away, some people just kind of freeze. And some people are like, oh, we got to fight it. We got to get vaccinated. We got to wear masks and close everything. And then other people are like, no, wait a second. Let's just not, let's pretend, maybe not all pretend, but like minimize, the, and the truth is probably, someplace in the middle. Is it as bad as they say it is? It's bad. I don't know. Yeah, I don't even know if I want to get into that.
Right. No, yeah, no. But
I'll just say that, being a therapist and watching the whole world's reactions during this time has been very, very fascinating.
I'm sure it has.
And in an interesting way, you see all these human instincts and traits and thinking errors and reactions just play out, and
right,
the notion that we we have to admit to some degree that we live in an augmented reality, tailor-made in some regards for us. We click on an article,
right,
we're going to get more like it.
Right. That's
watch a YouTube video, you get more like it.
Right.
And eventually you don't even see the other side.
Right.
And you can't comprehend how anybody else could do it. But, if all we saw was what they were looking at, we would feel the same way, I think.
I think everyone sees everything as very black and white. That's how humans are. I think that's how our brains are wired to work. I think the majority of people see everything as black and white in whatever respect they believe it in. So, either something is, I'm going to use COVID because it's the quickest example to get to, or even just politics. If you are a staunch Republican, that's the only thing that's right. There is no other side. There is no middle. Everything that is not this is wrong. Right? And I think the middle is probably the best place to live in all of those situations. I think...
I agree. There's a fun experiment you can do, and Google coffee causes cancer, or coffee causes blindness. Sorry.
Okay.
And you will get millions of hits. And then Google coffee cures blindness, and you'll get millions of hits.
Right.
I love coffee, so guess which evidence I'm going to be drawn to.
Right.
Coffee doesn't cause blindness. I'm going to drink coffee and see forever.
See, I don't know. I drink coffee and I'm pretty blind, so it might cause blindness. I don't know.
And it's funny if you look at it, what the one says, if you drink too much coffee, it increases, your heartbeat and respirate, the caffeine, and it can increase your blood pressure in your eyes, which can lead to glaucoma. And then you look at the other stuff. Well, there's this molecule or compound within the bean that has been, proven to decrease retinal damage. So they're both right.
Right.
If you drink a bunch, it's gonna, but in moderation, it's probably okay.
Fine. Yeah.
And so you look at what most people are saying on both sides are not wrong. I watched the town council we had, or not the school board meeting, and people were saying, masks are a distraction for kids. Yeah.
Sure.
It can make them feel more tired by the end of the day. Yeah. Do masks help slow the spread of COVID? Because if I cough, it's not going to go flying halfway across the room. Yeah.
Yeah. Both can be true.
So both can be true, but we're kind of being conditioned lately that only my evidence is right. And my gosh, if you want me to prove how coffee cures blindness, I got, millions of articles I could whip up on my phone and show you.
Right.
And it's almost like, well, if you're not with me, or if you don't have the same idea, then you must be against me.
If you are not with me, then you're my enemy.
And I don't think that's right. I think like, oh man, if the whole world thought like me, what a horrible place. That'd be boring.
Right.
How would we learn? How would we grow?
Only a Sith deals in absolutes, Greg.
Right. And I hope people are kind of getting tired of that. And I think people are starting to, okay, I see what you're saying, well, what's your evidence? You have this belief. Okay, well, what is it you're looking at? And we'll find, that the other side isn't as crazy or, irrational as we're led to believe or told that we should feel about them. And maybe we can, compare notes and come up with a middle ground that makes sense.
Right.
It seems like there's so many hot button issues that are very, and part of that goes back to our attention being a commodity now.
Right.
The amount of money that's made over attention, and what gets our attention? Well, it's these highly charged topics, highly controversial, highly dangerous topics, fearful topics, because we do remember fear differently.
Yep.
And that's okay, because it's a defense. It's, if a saber-toothed tiger jumps out from me, it's like, I better remember that.
Right.
Better remember, so those highly emotional, highly fearful, highly charged things are remembered slightly more vivid, slightly more in the front. And so that's what gets all the clicks. That's what gets all the, and I think we all know that we get clickbaited on these.
Right.
I see it every day.
For sure. I am going to say we should wrap it up there. Yeah, we're going to have you on again at some point, because we get into some great conversations. But, we had talked about this and had agreed to 15 or 20 minutes. It's been 40. So...
All right. Well, we'll cut, mix and match how you see fit.
No. It's all staying in there. This podcast episode's going to be long as hell. I can tell you that much. But
well, Well, I don't know if I'll listen to it because I hate the sound of my voice.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of other people's voices to listen to, but it's weird that you say that when everyone I've ever met is in love with the sound of your voice. That's interesting. But I think that's
Right.
a thing with a lot of people. I also hate the sound of my own voice. Maybe it's because I hear it so goddamn often.
And it sounds different in our head than
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
maybe that's it.
But
Yeah. Well, maybe that's what I'll do on Twitch. I'll just read nighttime stories.
there you go. Anything else you want to say to the people before we get out of here?
Just be good and relish every day because we do live in unique times and love your family and extend that family to every human on earth and we'll get through this. We'll get through it. So,
Or we won't. And if we don't, it's not our goddamn problem anymore. So, cheers to that. Appreciate you being on. All right, and we are back with our next guest, the Sasquatch Streams. How you doing, my guy?
I'm doing good. How are you doing, man?
Doing all right. It's been a
Good.
while. As everybody watching should know, Sasquatch was on very early. I want to say like episode 4 or something like that. And
Something like that.
Sasquatch streams on Twitch, used to stream on Mixer at the time when he was on the podcast.
Yep.
Are you still doing your YouTube channel? I honestly haven't been on YouTube in like 3 months, so I couldn't tell you.
I do.
Okay.
I don't put out content as much as I'd like to.
Fair enough.
I'm trying to, like, because I really dedicated my YouTube. Like, I decided to dedicate it to more like a horror kind of thing because I used to play a lot of horror games on stream.
Yeah.
And I decided, you know what, like I think like horror does really well on YouTube, so I figured, you know what, let's go ahead and just dedicate that to that. But in the last, like, I'd say year, just maybe 1 or 2 good titles have come out. There's just not been a whole lot that's been out, you
Fair
know.
enough.
So other than demos, like there's plenty of demos I can go and play for full games that will hopefully release soon. But other than that, like, it's just been kind of just trying to figure out what to do because of the amount of titles that are there, you know. So
For sure. Sasquatch also used to be the co-host of Sports at Sunup before that died for so many reasons.
oh my god, yeah,
It was
just tough.
it was so fun, but
it was a fun thing. It's just like I said, like it was just the worst time to start it.
yeah,
like,
our timing was bad.
It's not like it was our fault either, you know.
No.
Like COVID, like I think we did like maybe 5 episodes, and then
you know what, I'm gonna look.
I mean maybe
Yeah.
we for sure did 3. I know that. And then COVID hit, then the NBA lockdown happened, and they weren't sure what they were going to do. And then the NFL was debating, and then college football stopped. And like, it was just, I can't even think of a sport that didn't stop for a time being. So, like, yeah, there was just nothing to talk about. There was no news. Like, ESPN didn't even have news.
Right?
They were just going back on doing their
Oh.
thing, like it.
So we did,
like when ESPN has no news, like
yeah. So we did 13 episodes, and
did we do that many?
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, but so there were some though where it was like the first part of the podcast or the show we talked about. Oh, the Tokyo Olympics got delayed, and for the other, 20 minutes, it was let's rank our top 5 wide receivers of all time, and that type of thing. It was just like
I remember going together and putting together like a draft list of like how we would draft, like going out for that draft that year, and who we thought would go and stuff. And then I think that actually might have been the last episode, to be honest, because it was the year they started the virtual draft.
Yeah, we did the recap as the final episode.
Yep.
Yeah.
Man, that was a while ago. I was still in Texas whenever
that
did
was
that.
May of 2020 was the last time we recorded it.
Shoot. Man.
It was, And then I totally thought I was going to bring that channel back and use it as like a storytelling
You
sports
know,
channel.
honestly, I bet something like that could work well on Twitch. Though there's a lot of cool sports podcasts and stuff on Twitch.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think if it was done right, like it could do really well.
Yeah, it could. But
so
the last true video I put effort into on that channel, I did because I kind of thought, oh, I'll restart this channel, but instead of being like just talking about current sports and sports news, I'll like tell stories of different like cool moment in sports. So like the 2007 Colorado Rockies, who in August were, under 500 and somehow made the playoffs and went to the World Series.
And went to the World Series.
So I made that as a story, and I was like, okay, this could be a cool thing to do with that channel. I did that in August and haven't made another one. It's with all my other channels, it's just this one gets pushed to the back burner so easy.
Well, it was just like I said, like I think with COVID dropping and things like that and all that kind of stuff, like I think like the I don't want to say motivation, but at the same time I do, like it just wasn't there because they're, like I said, like when ESPN doesn't have stories to do, it's like, what do we even do? Like we dedicated it to this one specific thing, and now we don't have that.
Right.
So
yeah. And sports is not something you'd expect to go away.
Just go away. Like
that was wild.
I don't even know, like obviously I wasn't alive back like when polio was a huge thing. Like I don't even think it went away with that. Like
no.
I don't think this has ever happened that I can think of it, at least, like where a major I guess pandemic happens that literally everything shuts down. I mean, college ball, football, basketball, hockey, even for a little bit, the Olympics. Yeah. Like, I mean, there was athletes that just stood up, said, no, we're not going. Like it was
a weird time.
Very, very, very. And honestly, it's getting scary. Like it's kind of seeming like we're going to get ready to go back into something
really
like that.
Does. It really
with
does.
This new variant and stuff out and about, like it's seeming like we're going to be back into that spot like we were March of 2020. Like,
yeah, I'm not excited for that.
Thankfully, football's almost over, so we will have gotten the full season's worth. But
that's true. Yeah, as long as we make it through the Super Bowl, we're good. We can have, we can have the entire off season can be quarantine. I don't care. But we got to be fixed
second week of February, and we're good.
Yeah, and we're good. We're chilling. Yeah, dude. Yeah, this whole pandemic thing is crazy.
It sucks.
I hate it.
Oh yeah, it sucks.
Except, I mean, the quarantine thing's kind of nice because having people, I don't know why, but the actual being in quarantine, like you're not supposed to go out and do stuff, gave me so much more motivation to stream and do other.
Streaming for anybody who did it was at an all-time high. Then I mean, shit, like because it all started when we were on Mixer and stuff. I mean, like I started peaking in at 30 plus viewers a stream at one point. Like, and I noticed the growth. Like right before Mixer ended, like I jumped drastically in numbers. And then, and it carried over for Twitch up until last year in April. And then that's kind of when quarantine ended. People started going back to work, and then obviously not just for me, but I think for everybody, numbers started dropping, and you could tell, like, so it was a good thing for us as far as that aspect of stuff.
Oh, but, absolutely.
No,
I'm just finally starting to get my Twitch numbers up. I'm still nowhere close to my Mixer numbers. If I was, we'd be doing great. But
follower numbers, I'm close to where I was at on Mixer.
I am as well, actually.
But I'm like maybe 100 away or something like that.
Yeah.
As far as viewership wise goes, like I said, like I mean, if you take what I did like the last 4 months on Mixer, like I'm still probably 20 average viewers away from that. So
yeah, I was gonna say I'm not even halfway there average viewers wise yet, but the numbers just on Twitch from what they were, towards the end of that quarantine, they're finally starting to come back up. I don't know if that's because of quarantines again or just
I think there's some places, like some places in Canada are going back into that lockdown and things like that. I truly think we're on our way to another lockdown, unfortunately. But I think we'll see it within the next 2-3 months. We'll see it will be another lockdown for sure.
Probably. That's what it feels like we're heading to. Really.
Yeah. For sure.
Tough.
Got my brother in here.
Yeah.
Brother's living with me now. So.
Oh, really? That's cool.
Yep.
That's cool. You're, I'm not gonna ask that while we're recording things. So, question for you: your goals for 2022.
Goals for 2022. Well, I'll just carrying them over from what I was at back. I made some goals that I stared at my wall for the end of the year, which I hit one of them. I didn't hit the other two. I set 3 of them. But my goals are, I want to hit 1K on Twitch. That's kind of the goal. And we're making big moves there. I'm hopefully, if we keep going and the trend keeps falling the way it's been, I'll hit that in the next 2 months.
Oh, that's cool.
I'd like to get my YouTube back to a more consistent thing. And hit 500 subscribers on that. Like I said, that's just kind of a thing now with those horror titles and stuff. I kind of got to find a different outlet to put things into. I've been, considering a Minecraft series. Because Pre-Gaming.org I'm in just dropped their Pixelmon server, so that seems pretty fun. So I think I might do that. We'll see. Let's see. I think one of the bigger ones I'd like to get though is there's this new platform called Hover, it's TikTok but for content creators. It's specifically for content creation, and I've been doing really well on that. Like I've seen drastic growth in that in the last couple days alone. Like I would love I'd love to get a Hover partner too. That's an awesome place. I love that platform.
You are the second person who's brought up Hover on this episode so far. Yeah, no, Hover's really cool. Like they definitely are doing things right in the right direction. It's an awesome community, and for anybody out there, if you're a streamer or content creator, like definitely recommend it. It's a really cool place, and it's really easy to connect with people. Like super cool. But Hover partner would be cool. But yeah, I think those are like my main goals there is to, just that 1K on Twitch, 500 on YouTube, and Hover partner would be the main 3. Fair enough. So if it were to happen this year, would you be going to TwitchCon?
I'm going to TwitchCon. I'll
whenever it happens again.
Yeah, which I think. I mean, they said it's happening. Like they made that statement, obviously, but of course now, with all this stuff, like if it does happen, as long as it happens though, as long as they decide, you know what, we're gonna go ahead and sell tickets, I'll go ahead and buy, because I know that year that they ended up having to cancel, they refunded people. So as long as they put out the ticket sales, I'm definitely gonna go. So
the moment there's tickets for sale, I'm grabbing.
Yes. Like I'm saving up now, because I'd like to do the full 3 days or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Just do the pack and just get a hotel, stuff like that. So, we got a lot of friends that live over there too. Judo lives over there in San Diego and stuff, where it happens and stuff. So,
so many. I think TwitchCon's going to be the place where I finally get to meet all my streamer friends in person. I'm afraid to meet you in person though. You're too tall. I don't like it.
Shoot, if only the doc was still on Twitch, because that dude's tall as hell, man.
Yeah.
But
I think you're like a full foot taller than me.
How tall are you?
5'8".
Yeah, I'm 6'9". So.
Yep. You're a full foot
and an inch.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah.
But yeah, for sure. As long as it happens, I'm definitely going to be at TwitchCon.
Awesome. Yeah. Man, I've been saving up to go to TwitchCon since fucking 2020.
I know, man. Like I wanted to go in 2019, and then I couldn't make it happen just because of money was tight and stuff back then. And then these last 2 years, it just hasn't happened. They've done that GlitchCon.
Yeah.
But yeah, so hopefully, I really hope it happens. I hope we can I hope I'm wrong about this going into a lockdown within the next 2 or 3 months. I really hope I am.
Yeah.
So
I think I was about this close to buying a ticket and going to PAX West last year. I'm so glad I didn't.
I don't know if like PAX would be good anymore though. Like I of course I would probably go just to go, but like I feel like when Mixer was still a thing, I would have loved to have gone to PAX West because obviously it's in Seattle. That's where Mixer was. That's where the headquarters was in Seattle. Like they always did a big thing there. Like I would have loved to have gotten that.
Yeah. But no, last year's 2021 PAX West, they didn't decide to sell tickets until the beginning of October, and it was at the end of October. All the pictures they posted, there was like no one there.
Yeah, no, it was really. Like I said, like this whole COVID, because like it just put a lot of damper on things, and it really made things difficult to schedule and stuff. Because it was like trying to follow guidelines, but also it's like, okay, like, are we going to go into another lockdown? Like, what's going to happen here? Like, but yeah, like they did that way too late. Like, even if I wanted to have gone, like, there's no way I could have. No. There's just no way to schedule that. Like, you give people. I mean, that's something you got to schedule months in advance.
Right.
Like you gotta set that time. So
right. And the other thing with it was still at a time, at least here, where the vaccine was still like restricted. You had to be at a certain age or health reasons to get the vaccine. But PAX was like, you need to have the vaccine or test daily. And it's like, I can't have the vaccine yet though. So because it was still for like elderly or so it's like,
or kids that had something that they needed the vaccine for. Yeah.
At least coming at the end of 2022, at least everyone who wants the vaccine is going to have gotten it by then, probably. So it's less of a concern to where like, you're not going to miss it because, well, I still haven't been able to go get my vaccine yet. It's like, no, I'm going. We're good.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's better. I think it'll make everyone at the event feel better to know everyone there is vaccinated, or at least the majority.
Yeah, for sure.
So
definitely.
Yeah, but it's a weird time. I don't like this world we live in anymore.
I don't either.
What the hell happened here?
I don't know, dude. It's last couple years have been just craziness.
It's wild. I heard a theory that the world actually did end in 2012. So, like, the Earth died in 2012 and we're just decaying. That's why it just keeps getting worse and worse.
I
hate that it makes sense.
I mean, yeah, it does make sense when you really look at it. Like, they just had that thing, like, the Arctic reached over 100 degrees or some bullshit. Yep. I'm just like, what? Like, are we really? Like, is this really what's happening? Like,
yeah, humans, man.
We can change it, but we're running out of time too. It's really one of those things. Like, we can turn it around, but we really have to get on top of it.
And nobody wants to. Nobody cares.
Nope.
Or the people that do care aren't in positions of power high enough to actually do
it. Yeah.
Like, I can rant about it all I want, but that's not going to fix nothing.
Yeah. Well, it's really cool when you see people that do have some sort of position of power. Like Mr. Beast just did that thing with the clean the ocean for every like dollar or something. It was like a gallon of trash that was picked up. Like it was like 2 million, a total of 2 million gallons of trash picked out of the ocean. Like that's really cool.
Yeah,
I love to see that dude, who's always been a good guy, regardless, from just seeing what he does with his money, is doing things like that. Like he did the thing with the trees and stuff like that.
Trees.
Yeah, but it's really cool to see people like that taking initiative and doing things like that.
Yeah, it really is.
Hopefully we can get more people like that and doing similar acts that could help clean it up a little bit. So
yeah, that would be the goal. It's tough.
Very.
All right. Well, close to time to wrap up. You got anything else you want to say to the people?
No, I guess just stay safe out there. And, if we do go into another lockdown and stuff, just, play your cards right and be safe out there. It's like we've said this whole time, it's crazy out there nowadays, just do what you can to stay safe, stay healthy. And, I hope 2022 is a good year for all of us. So
absolutely. We all need
better
a
than
good
the last
year.
2 years for sure. We do. We need a really good year. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right. Well, thank you for coming on.
Of course, it was fun.
All right, and we are back with our next guest, Judo Red. Third name change for you. How do you like that? How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, man. Thank you. Happy New Year. Third name change, yeah.
Happy New Year.
But this is the identity right here, so we're doing good.
All right, so what made you change the name from Judo to Judo Red?
Judo Chop 80, which I initially started with, was on Mixer. It was just my gamer tag, and like I said, I've had that gamer tag for a long time, and I just carried it over because that's how things were with Mixer. You just gamer tag,
yep,
for the most part. And then I knew that, like, as I got more accomplished on my streaming, I wanted to evolve my brand to what my identity is now and going forward, and then thinking branding. And then I tried to lock down Red for a while, and then it took, so temporarily I went with TTV. That was, but the name encompassed Judo.
Right.
So I'm sticking with Judo, and we're just a little bit of a twist. And, like, just creatively, I want to do some things and differently. And I like the brand and the name now. So here we are.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Hey, I rebranded, like, oh, good God. 1, 2, 3 or 4 times in my career so far. So it takes a while to get the one you want. So,
well, I'm just kind of like narrowing in on it. Like, I'm still Judo. My logo's still similar. I'm just cleaning things up.
Sure. Oh yeah, yours has changed a lot less than mine did. I was very different back in the day.
I've heard.
I don't know if you have. I don't know if you know my old ones.
We've had conversations. But this is like, you've been doing this since you were younger.
Yeah.
So that makes more sense.
Yeah. Yeah. This one's stuck. I like this one, I think. I did consider, like, last year, last summer, so summer of 2021, I considered trying to switch everything to just Geek, but couldn't get just the name Geek on anything, so not worth even trying.
Well, this is my thing. Can you land that name?
Geek?
Like, can you license that name? Geek Slays, the Geek Slays.
Yeah.
Have you looked into that? Is that name taken legally?
Believe so. Don't believe so.
See. You're in a good spot then.
Right. And I plan on doing some things with that. I need to trademark that name, and then I need to, what is the stupid? I also want to officially at some point create my actual business, start an LLC.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Geek Media. Well, it won't be the Geek Slays. It'll be Geek Media Group. That's my plan.
There you go. I mean, because imagine building your empire and then at the last second you have to, like,
change everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, 2022, what are your biggest plans for this year that you want to share with the people? We all got stuff going on in the background, but what do you want to share?
I've got a good thing going on. I'm forming a very formidable community. Community is a big emphasis of me as a content creator, for my personal just fun of it and enjoyment of seeing others have fun. I'm very selfless with that community, to my near and dear friends. And and so I just want to keep solidifying that. We'll be at probably 600 people in the Discord in the next couple of weeks. Growth in that is really well. Got a good support team there. So building the community, building the channel up as well. Emphasizing production a little bit better. Production was the main name last year, but this year I want to step it up a little bit more with a few different things creatively. So for the probably first 3 quarters of the year, that's the emphasis of things. Always building and growing stuff is still an emphasis, but like a little bit right now, I'm sacrificing content sometimes to just make connections and build. Sure. And then but that's probably that. And then by the end of the year, I like to get active on YouTube Shorts and trickle that into YouTube in general. I like to eventually, like starting next year, 2023, be active on YouTube. But see, like this is a great example, like how you're active on YouTube. Right. You have to be active on YouTube, and I'm not ready to be active on that level.
I was gonna say the biggest issue with YouTube it's not getting onto YouTube. It's easy to make a YouTube video every once in a while. But to get anything with YouTube, you have to pick a schedule, whatever it's going to be. And it can be one video a month, but you have to upload one video a month every month. You can never miss it. Yeah. Because as soon as you miss an upload, YouTube tells you to go away. And it resets everything.
Yeah. It's like that's the reason why it's like there's no point in doing it yet.
Right.
So I mean YouTube's actually, I got eyes on my channel, but it just don't have anything out there. So.
Right. I don't have a ton of eyes on my channel, but I just love creating YouTube content. So
no,
just gonna keep posting it because that's what I love to do.
I'm not saying I have a lot. I'm saying for not doing anything on my YouTube, like yeah,
but
pretty okay. But yeah, man, that's the goal. I take a little bit, like I'm obviously with myself, but I take a little bit from what I see in different things that inspire me. Like one of the things that inspire me with streaming is community, and I said that, and I've really looked at how I don't really do this much either, but Nick Merckx, how he runs his community with MFAM, and I really admire how he is really about community, and he's on the highest level of content creating, and how he gives back, and how he uses his platform to elevate his community, and and those in it, and it's a true knit ship there, and that's something I really can like look at and take as an example.
Right. Absolutely.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
How about you, bro?
Oh man. I mean, this year my biggest goal is I think I'm at a decent point with being consistent everywhere. I've got a decent schedule. So I think it's going to be better production quality. I mean, my production quality is good, right? My streams look fine. The audio quality is good. But I think stepping up, like the lulls in my streams where, I stop talking because I get zoned into games or whatever, stepping up my personality in streams more is something I've struggled with over the last year. I just zone into games and stop speaking as much, which isn't the best. I think that's more of my YouTuber self coming out than my streamer self. It's like when I'm recording YouTube videos, if I don't say anything for 20 minutes, it doesn't matter, right? Because I can just edit that part out. That's not how streaming works, and that's a whole different mindset you have to deal with. But I think YouTube and TikTok is where more of my focus is going to be this year.
TikTok's going well for you, I've seen.
Yeah, TikTok's doing pretty good, and then I don't know. I want to do better YouTube content. I don't want to do reaction videos all the time. That feels... It's not that reaction videos are bad. I don't want to say that. But I'm only uploading 3 times a week, and if I post a reaction video once every week, that just feels lazy. That's not what I want it to be. Like, I know some people have built entire channels off of that, but that's not what I am. So,
yeah,
that's where I'm at.
I mean, I see your creating your perfect team videos do well. I like those actually. I actually sit through the whole thing of those and watch them.
Dude, oh my god, those videos can get, the comments on those videos can get very annoying.
Oh, bro, I can imagine.
Dude.
I can imagine. Are you putting those on YouTube Shorts too, or no?
No, I need to get into YouTube Shorts. I think my channel would probably grow 10 times faster if I posted even like just the
Repost
clips from my Geek Slays clips page on TikTok on there. It would do better.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why I haven't used YouTube Shorts. I think I need to get into it because.
Have you looked into Hover? That's another thing I was gonna ask.
No, I've never heard of it actually.
Nah, that's a whole other conversation. But look into it. It's like a new thing. I don't know about that, man. I'm real sketchy about that, but it's whatever.
Right.
It's just like what?
Go ahead.
It's
finish here.
It's just it's just a little like I'm not quite sure. Like I got questions with Hover, like who's running it, who's behind it. Right. That's really sketchy to me. And then that's just it. It's just another feeder to your YouTube. I'm sorry, to your content.
Right.
And so it's not like it's gonna knock your socks off. It's just it's another avenue.
Right.
And to determine if it's legit or not, I'm not sure.
But it's one of those things, right? The newer platforms are tough. Because there's the chance that you jump onto whatever the new platform is, right? Hover, or when Glimish was out, all the people who went to Glimish. There's a chance that platform could take off, and you being there early, you could blow up from it, right?
Well, Hover's not like a streaming platform. Hover's like,
I get that.
Yeah. Okay.
But
yeah,
it's
I
like
get what you're saying.
You jump to these new platforms, and there's a chance you can get in early, you could blow up, it can be huge for you. Or there's a chance you're just wasting time on a platform that in 2 weeks is going to be gone and dead.
Literally Glimish.
Right. So it's like, is it worth putting the time in on a platform like that versus just continuing to focus on platforms we know are here for the long haul? You know, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. I mean, it's a tough thing to gauge.
Yeah. I mean, I think also it's every content creator's responsibility to take a look into these things, though.
Absolutely. And you got to figure out what's best for you.
Yeah.
It's the same with this the thing that's still happening, the streaming war. You have to figure out which platform works best for you, what fits you.
Yeah,
because Twitch isn't everybody's thing, just like Facebook isn't everybody's thing, or YouTube, or whatever.
Yeah, we all thrive in different areas.
Yeah,
differently, for sure.
Absolutely. All right, there was something else I was going to ask you, and I just absolutely blanked. That's good stuff.
Well, I aim to get more podcasts in with you still. I like doing that. It's been since, I think the first year we started slow, and we were starting to pick up the pace last year.
Yeah.
I like to still do that. I've been on a few podcasts. It's like a one and done type of thing, but yours is the only one that I've annually come back on. So
yeah, I enjoy having you on, man. It's fun to talk.
Yeah.
Especially, we don't game a lot together. We don't really play the same games, to be fair, but
why not? Yeah, I know.
Well,
I'm switching games,
COD,
by the way.
And all you do is play COD, so
yeah, I'm switching games soon. I literally just talked about that. It takes a lot to pull me off Call of Duty, and I'll still play it occasionally, but I just can't main that right now.
No, it's tough, man. Gaming's tough right now. Like, I'm enjoying the new season of Fortnite, but
yeah, see, I wish I was a Fortnite player because it actually looks cool.
But it's also tough to play Fortnite every day. Because it's not 2018 anymore. It doesn't have that feel to it. You know, COD hasn't been a game I could play every day since 2015 and 16 with Black Ops 3.
Yeah.
And every new game that comes out, it's either like Halo, I can't play with everybody because not everybody has an Xbox or a PC.
Yeah.
And then every other game that comes out has just been awful.
Yeah, that's a big reason why we're on COD. Like, at least I am too. It's like a lot of people still play it despite it being trash. But yeah.
Because it's the only game outside of Fortnite that at least has a player base, really.
Yeah.
So if you
Definitely,
don't want
man.
the goofy Fortnite aesthetic, you gotta choose COD.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why also another reason why I can't main a game, and it's great that I have like a little bit of diversity. Like that was cool. Like I had a great time in October when we just did horror games. It's a completely different element. A lot of fun though. A lot of good content made too off games when I'm not doing COD.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we'll see, man. It's gonna be a good year.
Yeah. I'm also the other big thing I'm excited for. I don't know if you have plans to go to many events if they happen, but
we're on the same page.
I want to
TwitchCon.
I want to do stuff. TwitchCon, PAX. I just want to travel. I want to meet people.
I'll be at TwitchCon.
I want to go meet all of my creator friends who haven't gotten to meet in real life yet because, you know, it's been a pandemic since.
That's one of my goals too. I forgot to mention that is going to TwitchCon. That's kind of a given though. That's why I just didn't mention it. But that next year I can't do both though. Next year I'll do PAX though.
Right. Yeah. I don't know if I'll be able to do both, but I want to do one for sure.
Go to the Mecca.
And TwitchCon just seems like the one where more people will go to, so it'll be that.
Dude, did you see PAX this year? Holy crap.
Didn't seem like anybody was there from what I saw.
Did you see those videos? Yeah. It looked like an empty hall of like, it looked like a baseball card venue with like nobody with the...
It was empty, man.
Yeah, like so dead.
Okay, but they didn't like officially announce it was happening until like a month before.
Yeah.
So like even people who wanted to go, by the time that was happening, it's like I can't afford plane tickets in a month. Like, because
gotta prep.
Well, plane tickets are cheaper the earlier you buy them. That's why I need TwitchCon to announce their dates soon. Because I don't want to wait.
October is all they said.
Right.
I'm gonna guess like the 20 something.
I'm sure, but it's like I need early so I can get plane tickets.
Yeah. Get on with it.
Cause like
I probably would think I don't know, probably June-ish they would start rolling that out maybe.
Hopefully.
But I don't know. This pandemic always like gets people a little bit like hesitant.
Right. Everything's hesitant.
Plan.
Well, and I think they're also worried like with what restrictions they're gonna put. Like, are they gonna require the vaccine? Are they what restrictions do you put on the shows? What do you do?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be worried about any of it though. So.
Yeah, a little easier for me when it's like 10 minutes from my house. So
that's true. You don't have too much to worry about.
Not at all.
But all right, I appreciate you being on, man. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
We will have you on again a couple of times this year, I am sure.
Thank you.
Thanks for being on.
Appreciate it.
All right, and we are back with our next returning guest, good old Mr. Jake Talk Sports. How you doing today, my guy?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
I am all right. I don't know. If we're talking sports version of geek, I am doing pretty shitty. Sports version of geek's not happy.
I can't imagine you would be.
Yeah, it's been tough. Coming to the realization that every team I've chosen to be a fan of is probably never going to win a championship in my lifetime is tough.
What are your other like professional? Are you like a Minnesota guy through and through?
So the Vikings, Timberwolves for basketball, and then the Rockies for baseball. So
all of those teams are probably going to finish like under 500 this year.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah, it's tough. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the Timberwolves are never good.
No.
At least the Vikings have shown some flashes of being good, but the Timberwolves just kind of suck.
Yeah. The Rockies haven't been relevant since 2007, so.
Yeah, the Rockies really haven't been good either. Yeah.
It's a tough time for you, boy.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Then there's you, Packers fan. I don't know who else you're a fan of, but Packers is enough.
That's enough. Yeah, that's enough.
Yeah. Oh, it's a tough time. So,
yeah.
How has your new year been?
Yeah, it's been pretty good. It content wise has started off very lazy, which was the opposite of what I wanted to do. I don't know if I've even made a video in 2022 yet, if I'm being honest.
Really? Have you not?
I might have.
Now I gotta go.
Might have made one.
Now I gotta go.
I think I made one promoting the gaming stuff that I'm doing. But I don't think I've made like a draft cap or anything like that. But I want to be a lot better about that as time goes on. Hopefully I will be. But I think at the max I've made 2 videos in 2022 so far.
I think you've made more than that.
Have I? What day is it? Oh, it's the 5th. I made more than that.
You talked about the Packers-Vikings game, then you did you posted about hitting 2,800 followers. 2,800 followers. Congrats, by the way.
Thank you.
You made your gaming TikTok video, and then you had which game is that? Is that Bama Cincinnati?
Yeah, but Bama Cincinnati was the 31st.
Oh, was it?
That was New Year's Eve.
Okay.
Because
I guess you've made 3. Made 3.
So point being, I have not been as diligent with the content as I would have liked to have been to start off. But there's a lot of time left, and it's just hard to think of ideas at this point, like original ideas.
January is also just a tough month for content creation. It really is.
It's true. So, yeah. A lot going on, so yeah.
Yeah. But, all right. I want to get into the one major thing I wanted to talk to you about, which was what are your goals for 2022? Where do you want to take your content to? What do you want to be doing?
I want to. I as far as like a follower goal would go, I want to hit 4K by the time the year's over. That would require growing another 1,200, where I grew 2,800 in 2021. So I figure that my chances are hopefully high at that. That's my main goal is 4K on the TikTok channel, and also just kind of like expanding my content into more like interesting and creative stuff. Because honestly, as much as I love doing it, and as long as I've been doing it, sitting in a chair and doing the draft cap stuff is not the most creative thing you could possibly do with your content. Oh
no, it is not.
And I live in Chicago, which is an incredible sports city.
Yeah.
So I plan on, first of all, going to some more games, White Sox, Cubs, Bears, Packers probably, but also just like taking advantage of more opportunities instead of just kind of, like I said, sitting in a chair and just doing draft cap videos. So I think I just want to be more creative and more thoughtful in my content instead of just kind of being like, hey, I have to make this, let's just do it, you know?
See, you were smarter than me, though. You didn't fall into the trap of doing every single person's request for draft cap videos.
Yeah, I did that in the very beginning, but I stopped.
Dude, I'm not stopping because I don't want to be a dick. But, like, the current requests I'm doing are from July. Like...
That's exactly why I stopped. I'm like, I'm going to fall into such a deep hole here. I'm going to put myself so far behind.
Yep.
But I did that for a while, and it was stressful trying to get to everything, which I admire you doing it, but I don't know how you do it, if I'm being honest.
It's also tough, dude. The TikTok algorithm's tough. Because as much as I'd like to create more creative content, every time I've done that, like my Fat Thor cosplay, it doesn't get views. Yeah. It's like the only way I'm getting views is if I talk about sports or do draft cap videos. So why would I reach into the bag of tricks for more creative stuff when it doesn't do well?
And here's where we're in a different boat, because I am more on the side of I'm gonna do whatever I want to do with my content because I do not rely on it. You do content creation as job.
Right.
You have to be at least partially somewhat successful
Right.
to like earn money.
Right.
When it comes to me, I know that like I'm not like living off of the funds that I'm making from TikTok or YouTube or
Right.
something.
You're not a full-time content creator yet. You cut out really bad there. You might want to restart that sentence.
What was I gonna say?
I don't know. Sorry.
You're good. I was just saying that that I just want to do whatever I want to do.
Right.
Because that's an option that I have. But with you, I can understand you feeling like you kind of just got to do what's going to get those views.
Right.
Because that's what you need. And I'm sure you've struggled with that, trying to get enough views to make sure that you're earning stuff. Yeah. And TikTok's monetization isn't great, right?
No.
As far as I'm concerned.
I'm not monetized on TikTok yet, but I'm trying to get there, and it's just tough. Like
Don't you have to have like 100,000? Is it 10,000 or 100?
10K.
It's one of those two big numbers.
10,000 followers.
Dude, 10K is not like inexplicably like unhittable number. It's just annoying.
No, 10K is actually. A while. I'm an asshole. You are more realistic with your life than I am, because you said your goal for this year is to hit 4K followers. I'm an asshole. Mine's 10K. Yeah. I'm like, fuck it. To be fair, if I'm smart,
10K. I would love 10K.
My thing is, I've seen the way my channel grows, right? I know how this works.
Yeah.
If I stay truly consistent with TikTok and do it well, which I haven't been to start the year, I've been slacking also. I think I have like 4 or 5 videos uploaded, and most of them were from like New Year's Day. So,
right. Yeah, I mean, at the rate I grew in 2021, if I grew at the same consistent rate, 10K would take me like 3 years of content creation.
Right.
And that's semi-frustrating.
Yeah, but I think
I feel like.
Go ahead.
I feel like if you're someone who has in the past shown, like if you were someone who, say you're not 10K followers, but you're growing rapidly and your videos are getting hundreds of thousands of views, you should be able to be making money off of those.
Sure.
Because another one of the requirements for being monetized on TikTok is having like 3 or 4 videos and the past few days hit over 100,000 views.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So say you hit 10K followers, but your views are down, so you can't get monetized.
Yeah, that's tough. It's like I have 10,000 followers, and I'm averaging, at that point, if we go off what the splits are, right, I'd be averaging,
usually
30,000 views. It's like, come on, that's still good. You're gonna shit on me because I'm not, whatever. But no, I just see. I was super unrealistic with my goals for TikTok, but that's because my goal for TikTok last year, like at the end of 2020 when I made my first goals video, was like, I want to hit like 400 followers on TikTok, because I was at like 200 when I did that. And then this year I was at 2,700 followers. It's like, okay, well, if I'm going to grow that much more than what I think I'm going to, let's just shoot for the fucking moon here.
Right. And I will say you're coming on pretty fast, because there was a point where I was at like 1,000 and you were sitting at like 700, 800.
Dude, right? you were sitting at 2.6 when I was still down at like 1,200.
You had just hit like 1,200.
Yeah.
And then I don't know what happened. I kind of fell off for a bit.
Well, you got locked out of your account, which drained you for a while, and then you came back, and then
a bunch of stuff happened.
Yeah, it's I think the thing is, I think for both of us is just going to be more consistency throughout this year, and
100%,
we can go way farther.
Yeah.
But it's TikTok's a wild place, man.
It is a strange platform.
And the way you get, like, pushed into a certain category is just weird.
Yeah.
Like, oh, if you ain't talking about the NFL, you ain't getting views. It's like, that doesn't make sense. I have 2,000 followers. At least send my videos to my followers, for the love of God.
That's the thing. Because when part of that is when you first make your TikTok account, you choose your interests. So people who are following us have most likely chosen a bunch of sports interests.
Right.
So if we're not making like sports videos or NFL videos, they're more likely to not see those videos.
Right.
Whereas someone who has more broad interests picked, I should say, would probably get those pushed out quicker.
Yeah. It's tough. Because it's like, I love talking about Marvel and stuff, but it's like, it almost feels like a waste of time.
Dude, I'm a huge Marvel, all that kind of stuff guy, but I haven't even touched it on my account because I just know it'll flop.
See, I have. That's how I've met certain people on the platform, but it's like, it's tough. It's like, yeah, I want to make Spider-Man No Way Home content, but what's the point?
Would be awesome. Yeah, would be awesome.
It's gonna get 200 views, or I could just sit down, record 3 of these draft hats, and get 30K views.
Right, and it's the same thing.
It's always the same, even if it's a different challenge. It's always the same.
Yeah, and here's the thing. This was my least effort video ever. After the Ravens lost to the Dolphins, I don't know if you saw this video. After the Ravens lost to the Dolphins, I just went on Wee Hoopin's live and screen recorded 1 minute of him being Wee Hoopin.
Oh yeah, and you got like 100K views from that.
Like 50K views in the first couple hours.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I sat on that man's live and I pressed one button to screen record it, and I didn't even edit it. All I had to do was post it, and you give me 50,000 views in a couple hours.
Yep.
What? It's crazy, dude.
It's almost like TikTok promotes laziness. I don't know.
It does. Yeah.
It's a tough time.
Yeah, and like I think I've made like $5 off of TikTok. And
really?
That's just because of some guy came into one of my live streams while I was watching Michigan and Georgia and donated like a crap ton of gifts and then just kind of left.
Oh.
So very, very appreciative of that. He spent like $50 of his money.
Damn.
And I'm sitting there just like, I don't even know this guy, but that's pretty cool. So
right.
that's the extent of what I've earned on TikTok, so
I don't like that. Kirk Cousins said in one of his interviews today, I certainly want to be a Viking for the rest of my career. Fuck, I hope not.
Do you see the Mike Zimmer clip of the reporter asking him about Kellen Mond?
Oh,
and
my
they
God.
go, why don't you want to get a look at Kellen Mond?
I see him every day in
Goes,
practice.
well, I see him every day. Is Zim just a moron?
I don't know,
We'll
man.
talk about that later.
Yeah,
but,
I think that's a topic for your show, but
yeah,
man. Yeah. Oh, I hate it. Oh, this is true. I've heard every possible scenario for what the Vikings may do, and there are strong points for all of them. All I know is my screen time on Monday is going to be embarrassing.
What's that?
Waiting for all the news of who's getting fired, who's getting kept, all that type of stuff. My screen time on Monday is going to be embarrassing.
It's going to be bad. I'm still not going back to college until next week, so I got nothing but time on my hands.
Yeah, the moment I wake up, Twitter's getting opened and I'm not closing it until I know everything.
Yeah, dude, it's gonna be a rough day. There's gonna be hirings all over the place, probably. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think are right at about our cap for this, so I appreciate you. Is there anything else you want to say to the people?
No, I'm good.
All right, man.
What's up?
Appreciate you for coming on.
Of course.
All right, and we are back with guest number whatever, because I still haven't edited this video, so I don't know which guest you are. You could be 1 or 12, I don't know. But it's Eero. Everybody knows Eero. How you doing, man?
I'm doing, man. I'm kind of hoping maybe I'll be like right in the middle.
Oh, you want to be right in the middle, huh?
Maybe, who doesn't like to be right in the middle?
Most
Be the
people.
cream in an Oreo sandwich. You know what
Ah,
I mean?
okay. I mean, sure. Ah. So, as most of you watching this probably should know, Eero is my partner for the Tag Team Challenge every Friday. We
Yes,
stream
sir.
God knows what. Mostly Fortnite, and now I guess we're starting a Minecraft series. So
Yeah.
that's interesting. What do you think of Minecraft? I mean, how big of a Minecraft guy are you?
I mean, originally, the first time I ever played it, I actually stole it off of some website. I probably shouldn't say that, but whatever. I stole it off of some website and played it on a laptop that could not handle it, and you know, barely got anything out of it.
Mm-hmm.
I purchased it for the first time on the PS3, and ever since then I've been hooked. Collectively, I've probably bought the game probably 3 times.
I don't want to
Probably,
know how
but
many times I've bought it.
yeah, right.
I don't want to know.
I am looking forward to what you and I do with it though, because like we
Oh, yeah.
started off really good. And I wasn't going to say anything, but I think I'm going to. I'm clipping every single time I die, and after we beat the Ender Dragon and like we're done with the entire thing, I'm going to take every single death and make it into one giant montage of just Eero's death in Minecraft, which I've already got
Jeez.
3, so we're off to a great start.
I think I'm still at 0, so I think
Yeah.
I'm chilling. I'm doing good.
Yeah.
I don't worry though. When I actually see, I don't struggle as much with creepers and zombies and mobs like that. I will do what I always do: die to fall damage. You've seen me do that in every game we play, so you will
Oh, yeah.
see that at least once here. And then when I am mining, you will absolutely see me fall in a puddle of lava. It has happened every time
Oh,
I've gone
God.
mining ever on Minecraft. It will happen in this series as well.
Right.
Not excited for it, but it will happen. So, it is what it is.
We'll have to make a countdown.
The best one, though, was there was one day I was streaming Minecraft. I was mining. I was standing right next to some lava. And I got raided or hosted or something. Something happened. Loud noises happened in my headset. And
Oh, God.
I physically jumped and made my character jump into the lava.
Oh, no.
Yep, that was tough. Whoever it was came into chat and they were like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I just killed you." And I was like, "It's fine. That was just
It's
my enchanted diamond everything that I just lost. But it's fine. It's fine."
It's fine. I'm only severely depressed now.
I'm only severely depressed. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, I came up with that actually when we were midstream. Like I think it was right before the ball dropped for the new year.
Okay.
I was sitting here and I was like, because I had died right before the ball dropped, and then I died right after the ball dropped.
Yeah.
And I was like, I should make a giant montage of this because that'd be hilarious. But
Fair enough. Honestly, it will be. That will be hilariously funny. The question's going to be, how long is the montage? Are you going to be able to put it on TikTok, or is it going to
no.
have to be a YouTube video?
It's gonna be a YouTube. I didn't even plan on putting it on TikTok because I'm sure, because I've never actually beat Minecraft before, so I have no idea how long it takes you to get to that point. I know trying to find the Ender Eyes to build the portal is a process in of itself. And then we got to go to the Nether and we got to fight the Wither and all this other shit. So, yeah, I'm sure it's only going to be. A several month process for the two of us.
So,
And that's if we play it every single Friday, which I don't think we probably will.
yeah, I don't think it'll be every Friday. But that's the thing with this, the We could probably have beat the Ender Dragon in that first episode, or in that first stream, if we had really tried.
Yeah.
But I just don't find that the fun way to play Minecraft.
No,
like,
absolutely
I want to
not.
build everything up and, you know, have a cool area and go do all of the other junk.
Right.
Because, yeah, the world record speed run for Minecraft, 12 minutes, 15 seconds to beat the Ender Dragon.
Good God.
No glitches, no nothing. 12 minutes.
Like, how do you even... I don't even know. Like, that'd be a crazy YouTube video to watch.
You just keep reloading into the game until you get a good seed to start, because you need to spawn near a village with the correct other things around you. Like, you want a good starting location. That's why we went and explored to start our stream.
Right.
Because we need to go find our location. And then, sadly, you know, an hour into the stream, we found a better location, and I was sad.
Well, I mean, it's bound to happen.
Yeah,
I'm sure we'll find 3 or 4 more better locations than what we picked.
Honestly, I'm gonna try to figure out a way to connect my house to the one part of the better location.
Just make like a long ass tunnel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Long ass tunnel.
So either that, or we could just make a big fucking tunnel, just a big old tunnel going from where we're at to that better location, and like dig it down into that cave or the cavern, so that we don't have to worry about.
The one part of that cave is fucking nuts.
Yeah,
I'll have to show you the other part of it when we get back into there. It's insanely cool. But yeah, Minecraft's weird though, because every year, at least once, I will get into Minecraft and play it, you know, every day for, you know, 2 months. But then I won't pick it up again for a year.
Right. That's how I am too.
It's weird. Like
there was a bit there where I was playing it just sitting on the couch. I wasn't even streaming it. I was just playing it on the couch there for like a week, and then I didn't pick it up again until we started streaming it.
Fair. Yeah. Well, when would that have been? Back a while ago, I was trying to get an actual Minecraft server going. I think I talked to you about that or told you about that at one point.
Yeah, you totally did.
Don't know what happened with that, because the other people I was running the server with, I don't know what happened with that. Like, they never texted me again saying we need another payment to keep the server up. So I guess that server's just dead. I don't know what happened there.
Sounds about right.
They all moved on to Call of Duty, which I thought, ew, gross. So I went back to Fortnite, and then...
Good old Vanguard? Or
Well,
I guess
at that time it was Cold War, but yeah.
Yeah.
God, Vanguard's bad. Call of Duty's bad.
Still haven't played it.
I know.
I
we
don't think
uninstalled Warzone at the same time.
Sure fucking did. And I'm sure everybody in my chat's counting the days until I re-download it again.
I genuinely... See, I'm struggling because I don't miss the game at all. I genuinely don't. But I see, you know, 10 of my friends are still playing it, and it's like, fuck.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if I just re-downloaded it, I'd have a game to play with people.
Right. And, like, I see gameplay of it, you know, YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, whatever, and I just, like, I see people play it, and I get kind of the itch. I'm like, Fortnite is still fun, but, like, it doesn't have the... I don't know how to describe it, but, like, you know what I mean. It's not the same, but I don't know. I've been heavily thinking about re-updating PUBG again and giving that another shot, because I do enjoy PUBG, even though it's a much more of a harder game to play.
Man, I'd love to play PUBG, but I don't like the console version of PUBG.
Yeah, I get that.
I can't play with you when I have it on PC. So
yeah,
there's no cross play between consoles and PC because PUBG developers are scared.
It's the dumbest damn thing in the world.
Well,
Although I don't know if they're new. I don't know if that new one, Super People. I don't know if that's going to be cross-platform either.
I don't know,
because it's not even a console yet. It's only on PC,
Yeah.
which I kind of want to give it a shot because I mean it's pretty much PUBG 2.0,
yeah.
and I don't know, but I don't know.
Yeah.
But then it's like I want to give Battlefield a shot too because I haven't gotten to play it yet. But then
See,
like
I
they
don't.
didn't, no campaign, no battle royale. Like I'm not gonna just hop on there to jump into 64-man team deathmatch. Like I'm good.
And all the
I'm good.
fans of Battlefield, man, they say it sucks. Everybody says it sucks.
Oh really?
So I'm not wasting money on it. I just can't.
Yeah. Like if I catch it on a good deal, like $20, like I might pick it up.
Maybe. Yeah. I get that. But you know what I wish?
What's that?
Wish you had an Xbox so we could play fucking Halo.
Don't tempt me. I trust me, bro. It's you know what's hilarious about that? We got in a Halo Master Chief statue.
Oh.
At Target. It's like $70, but bro, like I was sitting here looking at it before I knew it was $70, of course. I was sitting there, I'm like, man, if I was more of a Halo guy, I'd going home with me. But like, I don't know, like I want to play the Halos. And like I have played I think 1, 2, and I think a little bit of 3. But man, I'll tell you what, the day that happens and I get an Xbox or I get a PC that can actually stream and play games at the same time or whatever fucking thing I need to do there.
Right.
Like I'm going to go through and play every single Halo. Going from 1 all the way to Infinite.
Well, maybe that's what I should do. Instead of just streaming Infinite's campaign, maybe I should just go start and stream Halo 1's campaign and then do 2's tomorrow and then just go through it like that.
Which it's what 1, 2, 3, and then that's when it gets kind of fucky wucky, right?
Fuck. How does the timeline go? Is it 1, 2 reach ODST? Oh fuck. Halo games in order.
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
Yeah, we're doing it live. Fuck it. Well, it's really? Here are the Halo games in order of where they fall in the lore. Halo Wars. Halo Reach is actually first. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Halo Combat Evolved, Halo Fireteam Raven, Halo 2, Halo 3 ODST, Halo 3, Halo Spartan Assault, Halo 4, Halo Spartan Strike, Halo 5 Guardians, Halo Wars 2, and Halo Infinite. Honestly, if I was actually going to go through and do this, it would probably just be... I can't remember what all's in the Master Chief Collection, because I don't think it's all of them.
I think it's 1, 2, 3, Reach and ODST, and then 4, I think.
I think it actually has 5 in it now also.
Does it? Okay. Like, Halo Wars, like, that's the over-the-top one, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Because, like, I won't play that. I hate over-the-top games.
Yeah, not my cup of tea.
Yeah, I can't do it. And then, like, a couple of those I've never even heard of, like Halo Strikers. Like, what the fuck is that?
No
clue. A mobile game?
Maybe.
That sounds like a mobile game.
It really does. That's the name of a mobile game.
Download Halo Strikers today, and you just see some kid. Oh. What the hell?
You got
like
any games
Shadow
on your
Legends.
phone? You got games on your phone?
Oh god!
For those grubby ass hands, get the fuck away from me.
Right.
Have your mama buy you a phone, you piece of shit. No.
Oh god!
Terrible person. Okay, so that leads to some other questions. You know, you just announced a couple days ago that you want to do the podcast starting in 2022. What other things? I don't want you to announce anything that you have planned to announce later or whatever. What other things do you want to do in 2022? What are your goals? What type of content do you want to work on? Again, don't go don't announce anything that you.
Don't worry. I'm not gonna break the internet here.
I mean, you can, but don't. I don't want to ruin your.
No, you're all good. So I mean, Story Mode Mondays is making a hardcore. Every single Monday, we're gonna play a story mode game, which I did announce. We're recording this on the 1st or the 3rd of January. I just did my very first promotional piece for that with Ghost of Tsushima, so we're gonna play that. But the sky's the limit with Story Mode Monday. There are 100 games that I could play right out of the gate.
Yeah.
Just for Story Mode Monday, and then I mean that's going to take time to complete all of those games. So ideally, I'm never going to run out of content with that. The eCast making its full actual debut, or I guess no debut. Back when it was Small Talks with the Big Guy, which I'm really glad I don't have to say that title 100 times anymore. The eCast.
Yeah, you're a cheater. The eCast is too simple. I don't like it.
Yeah, I know. Trust me, I tried to come up with something else too, but it's nah, it works.
You need something longer.
Everything in my quote unquote world is something with an E. You got the E City, you got the E Pog, you got E Love, and now you got the E Cast. It works.
You got the E Row.
Yeah. But so that's gonna happen. I'm hoping at some point throw them out maybe the middle of January. We're going to do the debut episode of that. Let's see, which I have a list of people I need to get a hold of. You're on that list, by the way, that I want to get possibly on it.
Spoilers.
Which I mean, I think spoilers. I've been on your podcast. What, this will be the 5th time? I think that you and I
don't ask me questions. Don't ask me if I know my own shit. That's
right. Which I have some names that I think are kind of reaching. But we're gonna see what happens. You never know until you shoot your shot. But other than that, I mean, at some point I would like to start digging my claws into some other games that aren't Fortnite, and maybe find something else to move into to maybe get away from Fortnite. I don't know. I love Fortnite, but
it's tough to find anything to get you to want to move away from Fortnite right now.
I know. I'm hoping something comes out here at some point.
Oh, me too.
It's
honestly, I thought Halo could be that game for me. But then nobody I know is playing it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's yeah, I can love Halo as much as I want, but I don't enjoy I don't enjoy multiplayer games alone. If it's a multiplayer game like that, I want to play with other people.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't like playing Fortnite solos. I don't like playing COD solos. If I'm alone, I want to do campaigns and stuff.
Yeah, it's rough too, man. The solo experience on any battle royale is so much different than from a team-based battle royale mode.
Right.
It's rough. Coming from a guy who used to play nothing but solo Warzone, solo PUBG, solo Fortnite, it's rough.
Oh, I've always done it. I just don't. It's not my cup of tea.
Right. But other than trying to find something else to play, me and Sizzlin Bacon, who he's probably watching this at some point, we've been talking for probably a good year now that we want to do some kind of disc golf content. And I've been doing a lot of research for probably about a half a year now on how to stream IRL streams out in the wilderness. Now, when I say wilderness, it's not like we're going in the middle
of the public park.
Yeah. But, I mean the park that's 5 minutes down from my house.
Yeah.
But, trying to figure out the logistics of how you stream out in the outside world with a stable enough connection to where, you're stable to read chat. And then at that point, I'm going to need a battery pack to run everything off of. And then I'm going to need a whatever those sticks are, that a gyro something.
Yeah, a gimbal.
Yeah, thank you, wife.
Gimbal.
Gyroscope, a gimbal. Yeah, gimbal. There you go. And like it like do one of those, and then I have somebody specifically recording, and then everybody can watch me suck at disc golf.
There you go.
Which I've been thinking about doing the IRL streams for a while, because like I think those are super interesting, just to be able to kind of see like what people do in the real world. But then it's like, with the world the way it is right now,
yeah,
don't know if those will go over too well.
Right.
I may have to wait.
I also want to not do complete IRL stuff. I need somebody who will be my cameraman for a day. I want to go kick 100 field goals down at the football field and just be like, hey, somebody in the NFL fucking hire me.
Right.
I just sunk 100 in a row. Can your kicker do the same? Don't think so. Hire me. The NFL minimum's like $600,000. I'll take it. Right
Shit.
now.
Okay.
Give me. Actually, I think that's the veteran minimum. I think there's a lower number for everyone else, but
fly me out there. I'll record it for you, and then you can give me like a third of your proceeds.
There you go. You want to be my manager? No.
Let's do it. I'll be your social media manager.
My agent.
Yeah, your agent. There you go. Agent Eero.
Agent Eero. That would be dope, honestly.
Right. But nah, man, and I've got a few things underneath the rug that are, I've got a couple smaller things kind of hiding out, and then I have a couple big things that probably won't pan out because I reach a little bit too much with some stuff. But it's like I said, you don't know what's going to happen until you shoot your shot. So 2022 should be a good year. It's going to be a good year. I'm really hoping that maybe I can double my numbers, and that we can all find some kind of mutual success off of, move forward from the past 2 years, even though everything seemed seemingly getting a little bit worse with this year already. But, it's only January 3rd.
So I got to say, my first experience with 2022, I'm not counting the night I'm not counting 1 a.m. when we were still awake.
Right.
But I woke up, made myself a cup of coffee, poured my creamer into it, my technically non-dairy coffee creamer into my coffee, took a sip, and somehow my non-dairy coffee creamer had gone sour. That is how my 2022 started, and I just wanted to kill myself. It's over. I don't want to be here. Like, fuck this. No, I'm done. I don't want to.
That probably had to be real bad.
It was fucking disgusting. I didn't even know that was possible. There's not even a Best By date on the shit. I don't know how that works.
Yeah, it's food, man.
It was gross.
Trust me, I get it.
Yeah. But it's like, really, this is how 2022 is going to start?
Yeah,
fuck.
No, it's great. It's a great time.
All I'm excited for is I hope TwitchCon happens, and I hope we all are able to go.
Open.
Fuck, if I get the money, maybe I'll just fly to Illinois before then.
I mean, shit, bro. We get some content out, that's what I know.
Right? And I mean, a week from today, and by the time this podcast is out, I'll be fully vaccinated, so fuck it. Fuck it, I can travel.
I already am, so there we go.
Oh, are you? Damn. Look at you go.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Look at you go.
Don't fuck around here in the E-Row dojo.
Fair enough. I don't like asking people about that. I because I don't want... Those conversations can get weird.
Well, yeah.
People are psychotically dumb, so...
Well, people, they have their opinions.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah. Opinions are great. I just don't like opinions that go the exact opposite way of actual fact. That doesn't make sense to me.
Right. I just chose the best direction that was going to go towards me and my family. So.
Right, absolutely. And again, it is 100% a your choice thing. You just got to live with the consequences of your choices. That's how it works.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's move away from that, because that's going to get me into fights on Twitter. I'm in enough fights on Twitter. Last night I was seeking them out after the Vikings game. I was so pissed. Like, I had to stop myself multiple times from tweeting at people because I just wanted to shit all over people. Like,
God.
It was tough, man. I don't like it.
For sure. I'm gonna say between Twitter and TikTok for you, I don't know which one's worse.
Oh my God. Honestly, I'd say TikTok because the majority of the time on Twitter, I just stay on my timeline, which doesn't have toxic people most of the time. And if it does, they quickly get blocked or unfollowed. Like, I get them the fuck out of my face very quickly.
Fair enough.
Because I don't need that bullshit. The only time Twitter bugs me is when I start going out of my way and looking up the Minnesota Vikings, looking up the tag for the Vikings so I can see what people are tweeting about them so I can go scream at people. Twitter, I do that to myself. TikTok, the idiots are coming to me and I don't like it.
Right.
TikTok's a whole different beast, bro.
Yeah, man. I'm hoping I can get back up on some regular content uploading for that as well. I don't know if I'm going to do the recommended 3 videos a day thing because I don't have time. Maybe once I get the podcast rolling and I start doing other things, maybe I could make clips of different things. But
even that though gets tough because you have to try to figure out where the clips were in the content and then.
Exactly. Which, yeah, trust me, I digging around in our 5-hour stream last Friday for my 3 deaths was incredibly difficult, but I found them.
Yeah,
and then of course finding the one ad that I, quote unquote did but didn't actually do or whatever. Where I talked about Ma, that one was, I found that one really quick and clipped that. I'm gonna throw that on Twitter at some point, but
yeah. The other thing I did was the one when we did Drunk Fortnite, going through and trying to find the one clip. You were getting fucked up by the 2 people and drove away because I found this clip and ended up posting it everywhere. But you're like, I need help, so I launch padded over to you.
Right.
And you're no, I'm gone. And I'm like, fuck it, I'm already there.
And then you took them both out?
Took them both out, and I was all pumped.
Yeah.
It took me 2 hours to find that fucking clip. That one and the one where I almost missed the launch pad. It's like, oh my God. I really need to hire somebody to just sit in my streams and clip specific shit.
Right. We have moderators for a reason, but at the same time, Ollie's got already so much stuff on his plate with keeping a lookout in chat, which I say he does. I'm not that big yet to where he has to worry about a whole lot of stuff, but eventually maybe.
Yeah. But yeah, it's tough. But we're not at the level of. I think that's the thing a lot of people don't understand is you look at Tim the Tatman, you look at Ninja, you look at Courage. They're able to post, Courage is posting a YouTube video every day on 3 different channels. Andy's streaming every day, and TikTok uploads every day, and Instagram and Twitter. It's he has the time for that because he has an editor that he can afford to pay to do everything for him except play the games and be on Twitter.
Right.
Whereas me and you, we have to stream, we have to record, we have to edit, we have to come up with the ideas for content. We also have to try to be active on all of our social medias at some point. You don't want to just, the only time you're on Twitter is to post, hey, I'm going live. Hey, I posted a new video. Hey, I jerked off in my bathroom.
Whoa.
Oh, too far?
Whoa.
You didn't need to know that? Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
My bad. Sorry, chat. But yeah, but I think that's the thing that then confuses people though, right? Because when you're at the smaller level, if you say, it's hard to be a content creator. People go, it's not really that hard. Well, maybe for Tim the Tap Man at this point, it's not. You know,
I imagine it's still difficult even for him, though.
Maybe. Yeah, and I'm not going to say it's super easy. The workload's lessened, I think.
Definitely. Definitely.
Which is a benefit. That would benefit everything. But then there's me, I'm a control freak. So it's like, even if I got to the point where I could afford to have an editor, I don't think I would.
Right, 100%.
Because it's like, I want to control what my videos are.
Well, and like you, at the end of the day, have a vision in your brain about how you want this video to look.
Right.
I get that. I'm right there with you.
Especially since my videos are all custom recorded videos. They're not streams that were plucked and then edited down most of the time. Like the Drunk Fortnite one I did post on YouTube, you know, I have done that before, but that's not my normal thing. Sometimes streams are just insane and I want to post them. Or moments from streams are insane.
Or just really stupidly entertaining.
Yeah. Absolutely. But, all right. I think, you got anything else you want to say to the people?
I mean, to the people, thanks for being here. To you, congratulations on hitting 100 episodes, bro.
Appreciate you, man. Well,
I'm looking forward to being on several more of these.
I think the next one you would be scheduled, air quotes, to be on would be, we messed it up in the 90s, so technically episode 102 would be your next scheduled one, but we'll see.
Okay.
We'll see we'll see how life works. But appreciate you being here again. We will
I appreciate you having me, brother.
We'll talk soon. All right.
Let's do the damn thing.
And our next returning guest, we got good old, I guess, is it KSmack3? Is that your Twitch handle now? Since that matters.
KSmack3 is my Twitch handle.
Since we gotta pretend that you're a streamer all of a sudden.
Dude, I'm catching up to you, bro. I'm catching up to you. Just saying.
You're a cheater. You're a cheater.
I'm not cheating.
You're a cheater.
Just networking. I'm networking.
No, that's not what it is. You have friends in real life. That's cheating.
No.
Having friends in real life who follow you on Twitch is cheating. 100% cheating.
You see. Why the fuck did Discord stop? What?
It didn't. We're good. You're still good.
No, mine like closed for some reason. All right, you see this guy over here on this screen? I mean, you don't see him, but you see.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I met him at the bar.
Oh, sure.
And he's applying for partner.
Damn.
So, and he's been kind of like helping me out.
That's
Junkyard is a like huge like Among Us streamer. He's partnered. He has like 35,000 followers on Twitch, I believe. And I got to meet him and everything. Him and I are friends now as well. So
how are you? Fuck you. I don't get it. I don't get it.
I don't either, dude. I started October 28th, bro.
I know, you piece of shit. I hate you. I hate you. Yeah. Your success hurts me. No.
And I'm just actually today I'm gonna message a person to get like my own like custom overlays and everything finally. So
do you have somebody you want to use?
Yes, yeah. Yep. She's one of the streamers I follow. She said she'd help me out since like I've been in her stream for a while instead of doing her like original package for like everything. She's gonna give me a discount, and she's like she's a game developer and a graphics designer. So
nice.
Yeah. And she has like over like 1,000 5-star reviews on her Twitch overlays, and they come to you in like 2 days.
No, I was just gonna give you my graphic designer's name if you didn't have one already, but
yeah.
GG. No, but see, you having friends in real life is cheating. Meeting other streamers at bars in public is cheating.
Okay, so I know 2 streamers IRL. You and Squatchy LS.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
That's it. And through him, I've made a lot of like through just streaming in general. I've made a lot of friends and everything. Since I stream so late at night, like most of my friends now are like Australian.
Right.
So like a couple Australian communities know my name as well, which is really cool.
Yeah.
And like whenever I hop in like my friends' chats, they'll always like shout me out, be like, "Oh, go follow K-Spec3, just like started yada all that, you know, all that shit."
Yeah. The things I would do for you, but when you hop in my streams, you hop in when my chat's dead as shit.
Okay, okay, you stream when I work, so like I try and say hi, but it's also the worst time.
But when you hop into my streams, though, my chat, like normally, when you get a chance to get in there, you've missed the early stream, everybody being there, and the late stream, everybody being there hasn't happened yet. You're there at that weird middle period where nothing's going on.
You gotta PM me, be like, "Yo, shit's popping, come hop in." I'll be like, "All right."
Yeah, see, apparently you don't need my help, though, so you're good without me.
I'm almost to 170, so I mean,
Bro,
I'll take help.
Something's fucked up. I'm pissed.
Why?
Because we had been working on that Star Wars The Old Republic playthrough. We had been. It's been a while. We should probably get back to that.
Yeah. What?
I bumped the record button at some point. We stopped recording somewhere in there. That's not good.
We'll restart it.
Yeah, I don't know where we were, but yeah. So, moving on from fucky-wucky bullshit. Now that you are officially a content creator.
I wouldn't say officially, more so starting.
No, it's
like
officially.
Just starting out.
Suck my giant left nut. Right nut's shriveled, but my left nut's giant. At least in comparison to the shriveled one, you see. So what are some goals you have for 2022?
Honestly, like so I've watched a lot of YouTube videos on streaming just because I'm new.
Sure.
You know, you want to do like your research and everything before you jump into something new.
Sure.
Like one thing that I started doing was watching the stuff on like tips you should do and stuff like not to worry about. And like the biggest thing is like the numbers. I don't care about the numbers whatsoever. Sure. I don't care about the money. I don't stream for the money. I stream to have fun and just make friends and like just make like a community for people to have like fun with and like people that enjoy watching my bullshit.
Sure.
And me like raging in fucking Rocket League or in Among Us.
Yeah.
You know, getting drunk in Among Us because that's what apparently happens whenever I play Among Us.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
And then Phasmophobia, people love watching me play Phasmophobia because I hate the game solo, and like all of my friends they play whenever I work. Then like one thing I try to do at the end of every stream, depending on how tired I am, sometimes I don't, but I play like 2 to 3 games of Phasmophobia solo.
Gross.
And I hate that fucking game solo, man. It's horrible. But yeah, it's
you really got to work on the background for your stream setup.
Hold on.
What do you no.
I did really well.
Did it? Nice.
Because it has.
What is happening?
We're recording something for a podcast.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Fucking.
I got the RGB lights. Does that make me a streamer?
That's not what I meant. I just meant your room's dirty.
Oh, you can't like see like any of this in my webcam.
Oh, do you have it like cropped really funkily on?
Yeah, yeah. To where it like literally just shows like from my shoulder and everything. Or I mean, you can see Aries sleeping on my pillows normally.
Sure.
When I stream, but
yeah, but people need the dog cam, you know.
People need the dude. I made an emote for Aries too.
There you go.
It's fucking dope.
Fuck, I think I'm gonna have to. I have to make so many new emotes. I just don't have the money to pay somebody to make them.
Yeah.
Twitch keeps giving me emote slots. I don't know what to do about it.
One of my friends, he's making emotes for Aries. Like he's literally just asking for pictures of my dog and then cropping them to the size they need to be. That's all he's doing. He's not doing any like my fancier ones that I have, or the 2 fancy ones that I have.
Right.
But yeah, the guy that did the 2 fancy ones, He made me 3 sub badges and 2 emotes, and I got them within 16 hours for $25.
Nice.
I was like, that's a fucking deal.
You pay more for yours than I normally do. Well, wait, how many emotes did he make?
2 emotes and 3 sub badges.
Oh, never mind. That's about equal. Maybe even a little less, honestly.
Like $5 per or so.
Yeah, I think it's $5 per sub badge from the guy I go to, and then $8 per emote.
Gotcha.
So, yeah, not bad.
Gotcha.
Not bad. Yeah,
it's fun. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, you stole my job.
No.
You're only streaming because you want to beat me. That's all it is. You want to prove to everyone you're better than me again.
Not that, actually. No.
Sure.
Not better than you. Some of the guys that I've met, I'm telling them that I'm gonna hit numbers faster than they will. And they're like, let's fucking go, do it, dude. So we're like kind of like racing.
Do it.
So
hit numbers, man.
Like one of my friends is at like 300 and everything, and him and I are like kind of racing to 1,000. So like that's like the only time I care about numbers, but still like I really don't.
Bro, I can't even think about 1,000 right now. Twitch.
I just think it's insane because like I started October 28th and I'm almost at 200 already.
My thing is like when last year when I moved back from Mixer, right?
Yeah.
From June to I think it was by November or December sometime I had hit 300 followers. It's like that, you hit a weird growth spurt sometimes when you're starting, then it slows down. So not caring about the numbers is probably going to be a good thing, because if it slows down and it won't demoralize you, you know? You don't get a new follower for 6 months. What are you going to do? You know? Some people, that's demoralizing,
going,
and it's like, no, it's just Twitch. Their recommendations are shit. You have to luck into shit. You have to have
high numbers to be in like the top 5 or whatever.
Right. And it's like, whatever.
And like one thing I also saw too is like if you're not getting any new followers or anything, like what else can you do to promote yourself? Like I also started using Hover recently.
See, I've heard a lot of people talking about Hover, but I don't know what it is.
It's TikTok for streamers. I'll send you my code so you can download the app and use my code.
Oh, fuck off.
Basically, I think that just means you follow me while you sign up. So I think that's all
I was like,
is.
Does it actually do anything for you? Are you getting paid for this shit?
No. But let me pull it up. I think I posted 3 videos on Hover.
My thing is, why do we need TikTok for streamers when we already have TikTok? Just upload your stream stuff there.
Just because the algorithm's better and it has a live feed to like, if you basically like your For You page, but if you're live, it'll show your thing on there and say you're live and you can visit Twitch.
Oh.
So like this guy, it says live, visit on Twitch.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
That's actually.
I have 20 followers. I have 87 views only off of 3 posts.
That's actually kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Might have to look into some Hover. Might have to look into some Hover.
And if you connect your Twitch to your Hover account, you can upload clips from your channel straight onto Hover as well. So you don't have to go through the whole process of fucking around with it.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it.
That sounds interesting. That sounds interesting. So is Rocket League really the only game you're planning on streaming, or I guess you play Faz sometimes, and I guess SWOTOR when we play together.
It's like the main thing I play on my channel, but I'm a variety streamer, just like as all smaller streamers are, you know.
Yeah.
I play a lot of Rocket League, Phasmophobia, Among Us when I can get into lobbies. And we started playing golf with your friends recently, which is really fun. Yep. That game, I fucking love that game so much. Especially me being a competitive person. I love it. Fair enough. Do that. Just basically like whatever I'm in the mood for, I'll stream it. So
fair enough. Fair enough.
That's all it is.
You play some weird games, And by weird games, I mean you don't play a lot of games, it seems like. You don't get into the single player story mode games often.
I do actually. I do stream Tales of Arise, which is a really fun game that I enjoy.
Fair enough.
So, yeah. And I streamed it one time and like apparently like a bunch of people hopped in and were giving me like tips and everything, and I was like, thanks, because I have no idea what I'm doing.
Thanks, because I don't know what the fuck's going on. I don't know where I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's rough.
It's interesting because I mean, Twitch is also difficult if you do the variety stream thing, in the sense of like if I'm playing Fortnite, right, for a couple of streams in a row, and then I go play fucking Assassin's Creed Valhalla, because these are games I've played this week.
Yep.
You know, the people who were there to watch for Fortnite might not want to watch Assassin's Creed Valhalla. You know, as much as they are there for you as a content creator, the game still has to be something they're interested in, or they're not going to come back. So it's tough to do the variety stream thing because you alienate some of your community depending on what you play. Because just like the people who follow you for playing Assassin's Creed aren't going to love watching you play Fortnite because it's not their game.
It's not their game of choice. Like the people, like I have a lot of people who follow me for like the Rocket League content, so that's why I stream that the most. But whenever I swap to a new game, they still, like at least my community, they still hop in and like ask me about the game.
Yep.
And like they seem interested in it, and like if it's not their cup of tea and if they don't want to watch it, like that's all right with me. But I mean, if they do, like it's all about what they want.
Sure,
and, like,
sure.
I just try to provide what I can. So
fair enough.
Hi, Aries. Yeah.
Fucking Aries.
Dude, he got a new fucking squeaker toy. Hey,
oh, look at that dog. Get him.
It's got
Get him, dog.
Squeaker. This is like his second squeaker toy. He hid the first one. I don't know what it's... Hey, shush.
Hey, shush. Whoa.
Yeah, oh my god. He loves that thing so much. We were playing Phasmophobia one time, and I forgot to turn my mic to push to talk, so it was just on the whole time.
Oh god.
And he had that, and he was squeaking it right under my mic. And the ghost started hunting, and I was hiding with my buddy, and the ghost killed my friend because of my dog.
That's fucked. That's awesome.
He's like,
though.
you motherfucker. I was like, I bought everything for this lobby. Fuck you.
Fuck you. Oh, that's tough. That's funny though.
It's funny shit.
It's good stuff. It's good soup. No, but
that's good soup.
Content creation thing's weird. You gotta figure out a ton of stuff, and then gotta get lucky.
And like the thing is, like you could be streaming for a year and you still don't know everything. Like I'm sure you're still figuring shit out about streaming, man.
Absolutely.
And you've been doing it ever since I've known you,
I mean,
right?
Full time since 2020. And I've been like my first ever live stream was March 31st, 2016.
Yeah, so you've been doing it for
a while.
X amount of years.
Yeah. So there's stuff to learn all the time, and landscapes of things, Twitch doesn't really have an algorithm in that way.
No.
Like their algorithm isn't you can't game it by using tags or by setting certain things. Like TikTok, I can get my TikToks more views by using tags, uploading at the correct time. Or YouTube, it's like knowing what colors you want in your thumbnail to get more views and what tags to use to get more views. You can game those algorithms. Twitch doesn't have that. You just have to throw yourself into the ether and hope at that point.
And like I saw a thing, like, so if anyone watches this that's new to like streaming or wants to stream, you don't grow off of Twitch.
No.
You grow off of other platforms.
Yeah.
That is the biggest thing. And if you don't promote yourself, which I didn't really do, like my first...
You're still really not that much, are you?
5 weeks. I'm doing it on Hover.
Right.
I need to start doing it on Twitter
That's
lot
what I mean.
more.
You're using Hover, whereas, like,
I'm probably gonna start posting on TikTok here soon.
Ooh. Fucking
so
TikTok nerd. I want to see Kalen doing them TikTok dances. That's what we need.
No. It's gonna be Twitch clips.
No,
and just stuff I
TikTok
hit
dances.
I'm not
TikTok
gonna dance
dances.
on TikTok.
TikTok dances.
I will use my katana and slice you up.
As long as we post it on TikTok. No.
As long as we post it on TikTok, yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
But yeah, you have to use other platforms to bring people to your thing, and which I didn't do that for like the first like 5 to 6 weeks, man. And like I started doing it right before I think I was around like 132 followers.
Yeah.
Before I started like outsourcing myself.
Right.
And I'm at 168 now after a week.
Yeah.
Which is just insane to me.
And
like I know my stream's not the best. Like compared to this guy, his stream's fucking insane compared to mine. But he's also been doing it for like 4+ years.
Right.
So
that's another thing though, is Twitch has been tough for me because it's so much different. When I was on Mixer, right? I'm not going to say I was in the ninja category, right? But I was in the category of whatever game I'm playing. When you click on that category, the Geek Slays was in the top 10 of the top 10 most viewed streams. So if you were new to Mixer and you wanted to watch people play Fortnite, you would see me. Whereas on Twitch, it's like, sure, like yesterday I was averaging, I had 13 viewers for almost the entire stream. But it's like, even with 13, you're still not going to see me until you scroll for an hour. Like, to find my channel.
Like, which is like insane. Like whenever like random people like come into my stream, I'm always like curious. I'm just like, where'd you find my channel?
How did you get
find
here? Right?
Where did you?
Who are you? Right? Why are you here?
Just go home.
Get out of here. No, a lot of the times, the first time chatter things, that I see pop up, normally it's like, hey, it's this person from TikTok. It's like, fair.
Yeah.
That's where I'm biggest right now is TikTok. My TikTok's kind of doing decent.
TikTok is popping off, dude. Holy shit.
It is.
A lot of your football stuff is like, I always watch it. Like, I don't.
That's all that gets views is football, man.
I don't care about football at all, but I'm like, I'll watch Chandler's video. I'll throw a like in there.
He'll tell me about some football stuff, and one day you're gonna hear me say some
your
dumb shit.
17-0 team, your 17-0 team series. I fucking love that shit. Just because the knowledge you have of that game is like fucking outstanding to me.
Right, dude.
It's just like I don't even know like the starting lineup for my favorite football team just because I don't watch it.
Right, and then I'm out here. Oh, the Jaguars. That's the worst team in football. I need a receiver. Most people would be like, "Who the fuck plays?"
From like '98,
right? It's like,
it's like what?
Yeah, I know too much about football. It's a problem. I have an addiction.
Yeah,
but hey, apparently the people want to hear me talk about sports, so I'll do it. Can't be any worse at it than fucking Skip Bayless, because at least I have opinions that I actually believe in, instead of just saying whatever's gonna get clicks. It's like, no, now some of my opinions absolutely will.
Did you hear that?
Excuse me, sir.
Oh, why are you yelling?
Sir, this is a Wendy's.
Yeah, hold on. I'll bring him on the podcast. Come here.
Oh, we're getting Aries on the podcast. Oh, he's running away.
Why are you running?
Why are you running? Oh, Doug.
All right, continue.
Aries on the But yeah, like and there are just some weird topics of conversation that happen. I hate my TikTok comments section though, because people are dumb
and disagree with you.
Well, it's not disagreeing with me. That's fine. If you have a valid point on why you disagree with me, we can talk about it.
Which is fair, but if it's stupid,
the ones that bug me are like, okay, I'm trying to build a 17-0 team featuring Tom Brady, right? But then the third clip in the video will be like the Chiefs popping up over my head. And some idiot will be like, why didn't you take Patrick Mahomes? It's like, why didn't you listen to me when I read the fucking challenge?
Because you already have your QB.
Like, I'm telling you what quarterback I need to get, so I can't take Patrick Mahomes. You fucking idiot. Like, it's not that hard. It's in the caption, and I said it in the video. This isn't that hard.
Exactly.
Like, I get it if, it doesn't affect anything and we're talking about, like wide receivers on a certain team. Like, why'd you pick this guy over this guy? Okay, we can have a conversation here. But don't be dumb.
Yeah, but when it's already like Tom Brady selected and then you're like, oh, Patrick Mahomes or Aaron Rodgers, it's like...
Come on, man.
Think, bro. Come on. What are you doing?
None of it will ever be as bad as the guy who was trying to argue that Brett Favre is better than Aaron Rodgers.
I think.
To be fair, thanks to that guy, that video has like 100 and something thousand views, so I'll take it.
Yeah. My favorite thing is that one guy that was like shit talking you or whatever.
Yeah, it's the same guy, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that same guy. I think my comment was kind of
my God. It was funny, but it was fucked up. But
okay,
you do what you gotta do. Yeah, no, I'm not.
I'm your fucked up friend. That's what I am.
That's true. That's true. I'm not. Yeah, 147,000 views on that video.
Damn.
It's got 414 comments, and like all of them are from that fucking dude, or people arguing with that dude. Oh my God, there's so many comments I've never even seen. No.
I mean, would you?
Probably not, no. But, yeah. Dude, so many comments on this video that I'm just seeing that I didn't.
Yeah. So I have a question for you, like, about your stream schedule.
Okay, go for it.
So, do you, like, is your stream schedule set in place where, like, let's say Tuesday night, you're playing this game?
I don't set what game I'm going to play.
Okay. You're just going to be streaming.
So my schedule, I have it posted on Twitter. I have my full content schedule, so not just my streams. So it's
your
like
YouTube and everything.
Yeah, so it's like Monday at noon, you get a YouTube video. At 3 p.m., I start my Twitch stream. It'll go till 6 o'clock at the bare minimum. I've realized that there's kind of no point in streaming for 12 hours. If you're not feeling it, if there's no viewers, there's no point to just sit there and be live for nothing.
I mean, my chat, when I hit 100 viewers, I let my chat decide what I was going to do.
Right.
And I said nothing over like 14 hours, like just streaming. Like if you wanted me to like buy like a fucking outfit or whatever and like wear it for like a stream or whatever, I was like, I'll do that. And like I think like the 13 people that were watching, they were all like, just do a 12-hour stream. And I was like, okay.
Just do a 24-hour stream one time. Don't be a bitch about it.
Oh, I will. Probably, if I ever end up hitting 1,000, I'll probably do a 24.
Oh, you're saving it for that, huh? Fair enough.
I'll probably do another 12 when I hit 200.
Gotcha.
And then after 200, my next milestone will be 500, and I'll probably do another 12 then. And then when we hit the big 1K, we'll do a 24.
Fair enough.
So, and like, I guess one of my bigger goals is just to like grow my community more, which is just like increasing the number of followers. I don't care what the follow count is, but I mean,
no, it's
if I do the 24, I do the 24.
More increasing, not increasing the number of followers per se, but increasing the actual viewers.
And just increasing the quality of my stream. That's probably my biggest one over anything, is just making my stream better.
For sure.
That's something that people want to watch.
To be fair, there's only so far when it comes to production value that you can get being in Wyoming, because your internet is still going to be your internet.
I mean, we have the gig plan, so our internet's
but it's
not bad.
There's still times where it's like, oh my fuck.
City,
right?
Like big city.
God, I want to live somewhere
you don't
with
need
good
to go to the bathroom.
I want to live somewhere with good internet for just a while.
Yeah.
Sick of internet issues, man. But
yeah,
I think we should probably wrap this up here. Is there anything else you want to say to the people?
If you have Hover, follow me on Hover at KSMAC3. Same as my Twitch handle.
This fucking guy.
And follow the Geek Slays on whatever the fuck he's on. I don't know what he's
I'm on everything.
So, everything.
Except Hover,
Everything.
I guess. Maybe we'll get on there
Hover.
by the time this podcast is out. I don't know. But appreciate you
Who
being
knows?
on.
You never know with you. Yeah, no, appreciate it, dude. Thank
All right, I'm back with another guest since I don't know where this slot is going because I haven't edited the video yet. So, back this time with Bears Cool again. How you doing, man?
I'm doing all right.
Well, the NFL season's not over. How you feeling about the Bears?
Just counting down the days till I get the notification that Nagy's been fired. That's really all. There's nothing to look forward to. Like, Fields probably isn't playing the rest of the year, so I gotta watch 2 more games of Andy Dalton most likely, which is somehow worse than watching Nick Foles, because last week when Nick Foles played, I felt something. And when Dalton plays, I feel numb. So it's rough. It just sucks that, like, I get to watch 2 more weeks of football, but I don't get to look forward to it.
Right. At this exact moment, that's how I'm feeling about the Vikings. As much as I rag on Kirk Cousins, we do not have a shot to make the playoffs with Sean Mannion as our quarterback. Oh, my God. To be fair, Go ahead.
What even happened to Kirk? I completely missed whatever happened.
He got COVID.
The irony in that. I love it.
So I called this before the season, right? Because Kirk is unvaccinated. Because, his comment, if I die, I die. Kind of hope you do, you asshole. Do we have to, does his salary cap money stay on the books if he dies? How does that work?
I don't know. That's a great question.
That's very cynical, I know, but I mean,
let's look that up. I'm very curious.
Yeah, it's worth finding out. But I called it before the season. I was like, he's not going to get COVID until like the most important game of the year, whatever that is. And I was right. If an NFL player dies.
What I'm seeing is they would handle it most likely the same as retirement. Any of the extra stuff they're supposed to give them wouldn't go towards them, but like their guaranteed money would go to like their next of kin or their estate.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, like when Sean Taylor died, the Redskins were forced to take on $2.48 million salary cap hit to account for Taylor's remaining signing bonus because there were no rules that specifically covered a player's death. So, I'd have to eat a little bit of cap, but it would still be cheaper than paying him.
So we'd probably eat because next year we're paying him $45 million. 10 of it, though, is the signing bonus, which would also be the dead cap if we trade him. So we'd eat the 10 mil, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
So if any Vikings fans out there listening and want any ideas for what to do with the new year, there you go.
Jesus Christ.
Murder Kirk Cousins. I am not advocating murder for anyone watching that legally.
It sounds like you are, but I mean, whatever.
Man, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, you know?
Okay, so real quick, I saw this TikTok video this morning that bugged me. Because I don't like when I can't remember what the guy's name is. That's what I'm gonna go find out. I'm gonna make a video later yelling at him. What is that name? RL Cazo. I don't know if you've seen that guy before. He makes videos where he like takes a bunch of NFL players and like he'll create an NFL QB out of offensive rookie of the year winners and put them in Madden and do simulations and stuff like that.
I've seen people like that, but I don't know if I've specifically seen him.
So he made a list and he was like, Emmitt Smith's not a top 10 running back of all time. Now I agree. I agree. But when you're trying to make that argument, you have to be sure of everything you're saying. You can't slip up, right? And he goes, Emmett, his best rushing season was like 1,734 yards or whatever the actual number is. It was 17 something.
Right.
And the only guys on the list who didn't rush for more in a season were like Bo Jackson, Marshall Faulk, and then he says Adrian Peterson. Adrian Peterson ran for more than 1,700 yards 3 times, dude. What are you talking about?
Oh, goodness.
There's only one person in your top 10 who's ran for more yards than Adrian Peterson. One. And that's Eric Dickerson.
What was his top 10?
Oh God, let me figure it out. I'll scroll through the video real quick.
I think Emmett Smith's overrated, but I think putting him outside of the top 10 is it's a tall order.
Okay, I hate the way he ordered it.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I still put Emmett in the top 10. I do say he's not top 5, but he goes.
He's not top 5 now.
He goes Barry Sanders, Walter Payton, Jim Brown, Eric Dickerson, O.J. Simpson, LaDainian Tomlinson, Earl Campbell, Marshall Faulk, Bo Jackson, and then he has AP all the way at 10, which I don't like at all.
OJ in the top 5 is bold.
Right? I don't like
that. That is very bold. Top 10, sure, but top 5? And especially over Adrian Peterson.
Having OJ over Adrian Peterson and LaDainian Tomlinson bugs me.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel right.
Top 3, though. I agree with
top
this top
3's
3
not bad.
wholeheartedly. I agree with that top 3.
I don't, but that's because I'm a Vikings fan and Adrian Peterson's in my top 3, but that's my bias, and I know that, so that's fine. I know it's because I'm biased and I can accept that. It's fine.
See, I'm proud of myself for that because as a Bears fan, I can admit Barry Sanders is the greatest running back to ever touch football.
So
I am proud of myself for being able to say that in full confidence.
See, I'm proud of myself that I can admit that Barry Sanders and Walter Payton belong in the top 3 with Adrian Peterson. My thing is, I don't care which way you order it. I just want all 3 of them to be in there. I don't care how you do it. Just please put all 3 of them in there. I hate the people who don't put Adrian Peterson in their top 10. It pisses me off.
That's ridiculous. Top 5, in my opinion. I wouldn't put him in my top 3, but
right. It's like
probably number 4.
Sure. I mean, and it's all, you know. There's lots of reasons. I mean, health issues are a reason why you can't.
Absolutely.
My view of it is like if I go back and watch all the different players, I don't think I can say there are 3 or 4 other dudes who ran the football better than Adrian Peterson.
Yeah, see, I love that. I love the eye test. That is the definitive best way to judge players. I do not care what anyone says.
Right.
You can throw all the stats in the world you want at me, but if a player does not look like they're that guy when they're playing football, if you cannot watch a guy and tell me that he is better than someone else just by watching them,
right?
I think that takes away from your argument a little bit. That's just me. I know that's very old school and very unpopular, but I am a huge believer in the eye test. And that's why Barry Sanders is the greatest running back to ever touch football, because that dude ran the football like, oh my God, it's like poetry in motion.
Right.
I think I stole that from somebody. I can't remember who said it, but someone described Barry running the football as poetry in motion. It was beautiful.
Barry's a different dude, man.
And Walter's the same way. Walter just didn't have the longevity, or the not the longevity. That's the wrong word, because I think Walter actually played longer.
Yeah.
I was completely off on that one. I guess I was trying to say fluidity.
Yeah.
I don't know where longevity came out of fluidity, but the way Barry ran the football was just beautiful.
Right.
And Walter was that, but he also had the power.
Right.
And if Walter played a full career, if he didn't retire early, I would imagine he would have kept that rushing title that Emmitt Smith took from him. I don't think anyone takes that from him.
See, that's the thing, right? I think if Walter Payton doesn't retire early, I think if Barry Sanders doesn't retire early, if Adrian Peterson isn't completely mauled by injuries for his entire career, Emmitt Smith doesn't have the rushing record.
Yeah.
He just doesn't. He lucked
Barry
out by
Sanders-
having the best offensive line of all time and having great help. That's his claim to fame.
See, Barry Sanders is such an interesting story because the dude got bored.
Yeah.
Like, he was so good at football, he said, this isn't fun anymore, and walked away.
Right.
If he doesn't get bored, he has every rushing record that has ever existed, and I don't think anyone ever touches it.
No shot.
He was a different breed of football player, and it is astounding to me that people don't realize that just because his numbers aren't great and he didn't have a long career. And he is a prime example of why I value the eye test over anything.
See, he's a prime example, and of current players, Kirk Cousins is why I value the eye test.
Yeah.
His numbers right
I knew you
now
were gonna say
tell
it.
me he is a top 3 quarterback. He's not a top 15 quarterback right now. You cannot. You can't tell me he is. I refuse to believe it.
Yeah. I was just having an argument earlier with somebody. Funny you said that. They're trying to tell me that Kirk blew Derek Carr out of the water.
No.
In terms of talent.
Give me Derek Carr.
I think Derek Carr's borderline a top 10 quarterback. I don't think he gets the recognition he deserves.
Okay, I need a full list of NFL starting quarterbacks real quick. I will tell you, there are some backups I would take over Kirk right now, but, well, there are. I'd still take Case Keenum over Kirk, but that is because I've seen Case Keenum work with this team. So that's a little different.
And I get that. Definitely do.
I'd take Justin Fields over Kirk, mostly because I love Justin Fields. Out of the rookies, it's Justin Fields and it's Trevor Lawrence. Those are the only two I really liked. So give me those two. Carson Wentz, I'll take him. Derek Carr, I'll take him. Baker Mayfield, honestly, I'd take him.
Yeah.
Teddy Bridgewater, I'd take him. Joe Burrow, give me him. Herbert, Stafford, Matt Ryan, Kyler Murray, Dak, Deshaun Watson, maybe Davis Mills. Davis Mills might look the best out of all the rookie quarterbacks, honestly.
Yeah, I agree with that, but
it's a hot take. I know.
No, I agree, but I don't know if that's going to be like a sign of things to come, or if that's just Davis Mills is surrounded by complete shit, and because he's surrounded by complete shit, he looks better by comparison. And once some of these other rookies like Fields and Lawrence and Wilson and all them start to step up, Davis Mills is going to be left in the dust.
Right. Well, I don't know, man.
I mean, he could surprise me and be absolutely phenomenal, and I am not against that. I like Davis Mills, but
Davis Mills does have the benefit that none of the other rookies have of Brandon Cooks.
Yeah. None of the other rookies have a solidified number 1 wide receiver.
They do not. Brandon Cooks gets so much hate. I don't know why. Not hate. He's just not
he's been passed around. Yeah, it's because he gets passed around. Players like that just don't get the credit they deserve.
Yeah. God, he has been everywhere, hasn't he?
Yeah, and it's not because he's bad. It's just because he hasn't been a fit anywhere.
Well, no, he's fit everywhere. I mean, he was with the Saints and balled out. With the Patriots, went to and did he win a Super Bowl with the Patriots?
Can't remember. With the Patriots, he's just not the type of wide receiver that Belichick wants.
No.
That's the reason he didn't work out there.
But then he went to the Rams, and you also have to remember, all of these teams, the Rams, the Patriots, they traded first-round picks for him.
Yeah.
Like, that's how you know he was that. He was also a first-round pick. Like, he's always been that guy.
Yeah.
Been a 1,000-yard receiver other than 2019 when I believe he was hurt. He has been a 1,000-yard receiver every year of his career except his rookie year in 2019. So 6-7 times. That's pretty good.
Holy shit, has he been in the league that long already?
Since 2014.
Oh my god. Ew.
2014 was his rookie year.
Ew.
Yeah. And he's still only 28.
Yeah, see, it's funny you bring that up because I'm starting to get to the point now where I've been watching football since 2010-ish.
Yeah.
Because I'm still 18. I'm young.
Yeah.
So I've been watching football since like 2010, and now 2014, 2013 was right around the time when I started to actually like do research on rookie players.
Right.
And seeing guys like that being in the league that long, oh my God. Like Kyle Fuller.
Yep,
I remember going into the draft, he was my guy. And now it's like he's washed and he completely sucks and he's old. And it's so weird. I'm finally getting to that point where that kind of stuff's starting to set in. I know that's like a normal thing, but
right.
I hadn't experienced it until like this year.
See, I started watching football, and it's why I became a Vikings fan. I started watching football in 2007. So Adrian Peterson's rookie year was when I started really watching football. And I didn't start caring until about 2010-ish. 2010, 2011. Didn't actually get into doing research about rookies and stuff until a little after that still, though. But Adrian Peterson, that one makes me sad because it makes me feel old.
Yeah. Doing research and stuff on rookies, it's not like I was going in depth. I would go on the internet, look at who the Bears are projected to draft, then go watch their college highlights and be like, oh, he's really good.
Right.
Even if they weren't.
Right. Yeah.
Thinking about it now, I actually started that in 2012 because I remember I was a big Quentin Coples fan.
Yeah.
That was my first guy, was Quentin Coples.
Ooh. No, No, my biggest miss though, I gotta figure it out. Nope, not first round QBs, just first round draft picks. Can't remember the name. It was somebody awful.
My defense, though, I'm a North Carolina fan, so I was kind of biased with the Quentin Coples thing, but I thought he was going to be a star.
Oh, no, it was 2012. We took Matt Khalil, the left tackle, with the 4th overall pick, and I was pissed. Yeah. I was pissed because I wanted Mo Claiborne, who ended up going to Dallas, I believe. Dude, I was obsessed with Claiborne. I was like, this is the best corner in the draft. He's going to be so good. Dude was a bust through and through. But I wanted us to draft him. I was pissed we didn't. Mm-hmm. And as time went on, it was like, man, I was so off. Damn.
Yeah, I always think the draft is such a weird thing because I always get fixated on weird players. Like this year, not like my number one, I don't think he's like the most talented player in the draft, but my favorite player in the draft is a fullback out of Northern Illinois. His name is Clint Ratkovich, and he's a fucking stud. His position at Northern Illinois, he's a fullback, but they call him a superback because he's played running back, fullback, tight end, slot receiver, and even an outside receiver once or twice. And he was like the main part of their offense. I don't know. I feel like he can play like 3 different positions in the NFL. And I think his comp right now is Kyle Juszczyk. And I think that if he goes to a team that utilizes a fullback, he can really be a guy that's like fun. Like I think he's the type of guy that would be someone you wouldn't expect to be good, but here in a couple of years would be somewhat of a stud. And I really hope he comes to the Bears because, like I said, I think he has a tight end potential.
Yeah.
And the Bears really like that 2 tight end set. And I know it's going to change with the new coach, but it's kind of like a Chicago thing to run 2 tight ends. And him and Cole Kmet would be like my dream duo at tight end.
I was going to say the issue is that only the Vikings, Ravens, and Niners run fullbacks. So you'd have to move him to tight end everywhere else.
I hate that. Because, yeah, and I don't think he could play running back in the NFL. He's a little too slow.
I don't know. Peyton Hillis did
it. Yeah, but that was like, what, 8 years ago, 9 years ago?
Oh, God.
That was 10 years ago now.
Man.
That was a decade ago.
Oh, my God. No shot.
Holy
no way.
Shit. Yeah, 2012. 2022 now. It's almost a decade.
Oh, my God. No shot. Yeah. His good year in Cleveland. No, his good year in Cleveland was in 2010. That was 12 years ago.
Oh my God.
I'm old. Okay. I feel old.
What?
Okay. All right. I'm going to pause our conversation there and end the recording part of it. We can continue to talk, but I have to record with like 12 people. I don't want this to be an 8-hour podcast episode. So,
I feel you.
Appreciate you coming on for the 100th episode, man.
What was I thinking 2012 for him? He was on Madden 12, right? That was the game he was the cover?
Madden, I don't know. Maybe? I'll look here in a second.
I think that's where I got 2012 from.
Appreciate you being on for the 100th episode.
Yeah, of course.
We'll have you on the podcast again soon, I'm sure.
All
right, and we're back with our next guest, because I still haven't edited this video, so I don't know who's the first guest and who's the last guest. But that Dizzy guy's back. Everyone listening to this... Oh, God. Everyone listening to the podcast is probably thinking Dizzy's dead. Because, you know, he disappeared off the face of the internet since August. But, it is what it is. Oh. Okay, apparently I'm a medium, and we're talking ghosts now. Sick.
After 2 marriages and a lifetime of disappointment, I'm dead. Inside.
Ah, well, we're all dead inside. It's 2022, we're all dead inside.
I do want to take time to say R.I.P. Betty White.
Right? Fair.
That is... I dedicate my segment of the podcast to Betty White.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Oh, Jesus. The original Doom game from 1993 canonically takes place in 2022. Fuck.
That's interesting.
That's not
good.
Hey,
here's a funny thing to think about. And I might have sent this to you on TikTok. I can't remember.
You're bringing up what I think you're bringing up, because I was about to bring up something. Go ahead. I'm intrigued.
Bryant died in 2020, which could be said to opened the door, because 2020 is when all of this shit that's going on in the world started, right?
Sure.
Betty White dies in 2022. Closes the door.
Maybe. That would be nice. But here, no. So
it kind of like if you think about it, it kind of makes her death not pointless.
Right. So I have two things. There was the Betty White theory I heard that was, see, I'm not a religious dude, so I don't believe this, but it was that Betty White didn't truly die. She was just going to yell at God because he needs to see what the fuck's going on down here, and he needs to fix it right the fuck now. And she's the only one who can go berate him without anything bad happening.
The Reaper was sent after the Queen of England and accidentally heard the Queen and thought Betty White.
Right. So the thing I think is happening, though, is remember how 2012 was supposed to be the end of the world?
Yes.
Yeah. It was. The world ended. Like the world died. That's why everything's just gotten worse. But the true breaking point was 2016 when Harambe died. It was that is the nexus event of our universe. And I hate it.
I think that's when Harambe dying is when this entire world just collapsed on itself.
Absolutely. Fuck this world.
I agree.
Yeah, it's tough.
So, Gay, how you been?
Man, I've been. Yeah. I've been. We've been, doing stuff. And things. Doing stuff and things.
Stuff and things. But, I mean,
not great. It's never great, but.
How's the stream going?
The stream's going all right. I'm still working on being better at the whole stream thing. I'm still not the best streamer in the world. We've had conversations about this.
Right. When you messaged me the other day and told me that you were doing 100 episodes, I'll be honest, the first thing I thought was, fuck. That's 98 episodes more than I thought you'd do.
Damn. Why do you say that?
Because it's funny.
Oh, okay.
And my life is pointless if I don't make people laugh.
No, I thought you were being genuine and had like a reason here.
No, it was all a punchline.
I see. I thought we were going into this deeper conversation about how you didn't think I'd stick with this fucking podcast thing.
A deeper conversation? No, I'm being recorded right now.
Oh, fair. No,
you're not real right now, geek.
That's fair. To be fair, my favorite thing about our friendship is the moments that are never on camera.
Did you do air quotes?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay. I felt like there was air quotes.
No, but it's the moments that have never been on camera. The weird 12-hour late night drunk ass fucking
music video breakdowns.
Yeah, where we're both fucking bawling at the end of the night, and it's like, I'm going to bed. Fuck you, you piece of shit. Fuck you. I hope your whole family has a wonderful Christmas.
Remember those videos we were watching where like it was the fucking what was it, the Lords of the Lost or some shit like that, Priest of the Lost, some shit like that? Oh
god, what the fuck was that? I don't know. It was fucking weird though.
That shit was weird. It was trippy as fuck.
You and the things you look up. I don't know, man. I don't know.
It's not even things that I look up. These are shit that I just find. I don't purposely look up shit. It just my YouTube is a very weird place.
I've noticed. Mine's like tech videos and gaming videos. Yours is like demonic weirdness.
Let me okay, here's an example. I have YouTube up right now, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna pull up my YouTube homepage real quick.
This is just one line across, okay?
Okay.
Breaking Benjamin, Dear Agony. 2021 Knockouts of the Year nominee. I don't fucking watch UFC. The Who, Wolf Totem. Morticians answer dead body questions from Twitter. A Day to Remember Paranoia. And How I Actually Metal Scream. You move down one. POV, You Lost Your Favorite Person. A playlist. Welcome to Japanese Day 1, Japanese from Zero, video number 1.
Okay, here's a line from mine. The final build of 2021, and it looks phenomenal. It's a PC building video. Shannon Sharp complaining about Kirk Cousins being out for the Packers game with COVID. Kirk Cousins is the Vikings quarterback. He has COVID. Before the biggest game of the year. The reason everyone's making a big deal about this is he's the guy who at the beginning of the season who said he won't get the vaccine because it's poison, and if he dies, he dies. I may or may not be rooting for that, because then we don't have to pay him. Then I got Valkyrie's live stream of Jackbox. I don't know what that is. And then,
is a game.
Oh, it's what?
It's a game.
Well, yeah, it's a game, but I don't know what it is.
It's actually fun. It's a party game. Like you play it with your friends. Only one person has to own it, and there's a website you can go to. If you type in a key, you can join in on the game.
Oh, that's dope.
It's really fun. It's really fun.
That's
especially
dope.
if like you're drinking while you play. It makes it even.
So I'm gonna have
better.
to figure out some games because my birthday's coming up in about 20 days, and I'm gonna do another weird birthday stream. I'm gonna have to figure out something different for this year, because last year for my birthday stream, I was barely an affiliate with 100 followers, and now I'm averaging like 7 to 8 viewers. Some streams it's like 12. So I actually have a community now, and if I'm doing a shot per sub in a 12-hour stream, I will die of alcohol poisoning. Because my community is insane sometimes. So I need to rethink how I'm going to do this a little bit. But then the fourth video in the list is a Linus Tech Tips video. It's not a Linus Tech Tips video. It's the WAN show. It's their weekly live stream talking about tech news. That's my 4. So sports, PC building, tech news, Valkyrie. So gaming. That's my 4. My next 4. Star Wars. So it's a Book of Boba Fett episode 1 breakdown. Sports podcast. Pawn Stars. 8 brutal negotiations video, and then best tech gadgets of 2021 by Marquez Brownlee. That's the 8 videos on my YouTube homepage. That's how different we are on our YouTube homepages.
Oh yeah. Oh hey, one Pawn Stars. I've got Pawn Stars on my homepage.
Oh, see, we share Pawn Stars.
I got Japanese fireworks.
Why the fuck do you have Japanese fireworks? Why not American fireworks, you commie? No.
I don't know. I really couldn't tell you. Knife making.
No, I've never. Okay, I watch knife making videos on TikTok sometimes, but never on YouTube.
I've never watched a single one, so I don't know.
Weird.
I really don't know. SpongeBob No Way Home Spider-Man parody trailer.
Oh, okay. Oh my god. So,
yeah.
Yes, the other day for Wednesday, I think. Sorry, I just completely broke my brain. Somebody showed me a video that was Avengers Infinity War, but if it was Bully Maguire instead of Thanos, and it's the funniest fucking video.
Well, for those of us that have seen No Way Home, Bully Maguire redeems himself.
Does he? Does he?
Have you seen?
No
Way Home? Yeah. He does. Whenever he, yeah.
Does he?
Yeah.
Okay. No Way Home was so good.
I don't want to say too much. Okay, so here's my thing. All right. Yes. No Way Home was good.
Okay.
Was it better than the previous 2?
Yes. You're ooh, I'm gonna have to kill you. I'm gonna have to kill you.
I think it's just as good as the last 2. It's a Tom Holland Spider-Man movie, which is part of the MCU, so it's guns blazing. Like they put as much effort into it as possible compared to when Sony was making them, right?
Sure.
So okay. But was the hype for the movie? I think the hype for the movie was overhyped for what we actually got.
No,
because
okay,
the reveals. Let me just say, like the reveals. I'm not going to say which ones.
Right, different
Some
reveals.
of them felt very, very subpar.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So here's my thing. I tweeted this out the moment I got done with the movie. Right. I said, I don't know how a movie that hyped could absolutely blow out everyone's expectations. I thought it went over everything.
I didn't walk out of there with my mind blown.
Here's my thing. It's the best Spider-Man movie we've ever gotten, especially in the Tom Holland era, especially because it was finally a Tom Holland story. Like it was a Peter Parker story, not a Tony Stark story.
Yeah, no, you're 100% right. And it's got now like our Tom Holland Spider-Man is where he needs to be.
Right. So here's my thing. Spoiler warning, kind of, right? You know what?
We're trying to phrase it.
No, by now by the time this comes out, we are more than a month past opening night. I care a lot less.
But let me here's the thing. If it wasn't for my brother staying or paying for me to be able to go see it for Christmas,
right,
I still wouldn't have seen it.
Right. No, I get some people still haven't seen it. That's why I'm saying spoiler warning. Skip ahead in the video. Whatever.
Skip to a minute 40.
I don't think that's the right number.
350?
No. So basically what they gave us with this Spider-Man origin, Tom Holland's Spider-Man's origin took place over 3 movies instead of 1 movie.
Yeah.
And instead of being the hero who had nothing and had to do everything for himself, he started out as, from what we saw, as having everything given to him, right? And now he's lost everything.
Yep.
So he has become the Spider-Man we all want to see now.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
well, I mean, again, I honestly, so I'm gonna probably piss some people off.
Do it.
I like do it. I like Tom Holland, right? I like him as Spider-Man. I think even though he's older than the character he's betraying, believing that he's Peter Parker is a lot easier than believing Toby.
Yeah,
was fucking.
I still love Andrew
because I think
Garfield,
Toby was in. Toby was what 40?
I don't know. Toby is
something like that.
Different.
Yeah, he was old. Andrew, he was a little younger.
I loved Andrew Garfield. Right? I did. My biggest thing is Spider-Man was in high school in the comics for like 10 years, and that was back in like the 40s. He hasn't been in high school for the last 80 years of comics, but yet that's all we get in the movies is high school Peter Parker. I'm over it. Get on with your lives.
You see, and this is how I would rank my Spider-Mans.
Oh, God.
Not necessarily on. I don't know. I guess it's just preference for me.
Yeah.
I loved Tobey Maguire.
Yeah.
Those three original movies, I loved them. I grew up on them. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
me
loved
too.
them. So it would be those three, and then Tom, and then Andrew. I didn't care much for Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man.
See, I didn't love the movies, right? The movies as a whole, they were poorly
He's a
written.
great actor.
The villains were awful. But there were moments, right, where you could see how good of an actor Andrew Garfield was, first of all.
Oh, yeah.
But also how much he cared about the character and wanted to portray it accurately.
I saw
the
a
writing
video
was
earlier.
just awful.
I saw a video earlier that was talking about how Andrew didn't need the animated eye lenses for his mask to show emotion while he was in costume.
Right.
Which, and I agree with that. The way he played Spider-Man was great. Like, you could tell his emotions.
Right.
Which I've been seeing articles, and you're the one I need to ask about this because you're up to date on all this shit. I just don't have the time or the energy to read stuff. Is it official? Or are we getting an Amazing Spider-Man 3?
Everybody's pushing for it, but nobody.
Because I've seen like 5 articles today about it.
No, everybody wants it to happen. And like, it's weird. Oh, missed field goal. Sorry. Everybody wants it to happen, right? But the way they've set everything up, like the Venom movie and the Morbius trailers, all of the Sony villain movies, because it's all Spider-Man villains that are getting their own movies without Spider-Man being in it, which is weird. But those movies are all set in the same universe. But the Morbius trailer has confirmed there is a Spider-Man in that universe.
Yeah, because don't they show like the poster that says murderer on it?
Yeah. And then there's also one that says like,
Who
where
exactly
is
are they
he?
saying he murdered though?
Okay.
Are they talking about
so that's
Gwen?
the thing. Another spoiler for No Way Home. Big one. Skip way the fuck away. When Andrew's Spider-Man says in No Way Home.
Redeems himself. Is that what you're talking about?
No, when he says in No Way Home, after Gwen died, I stopped pulling my punches.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so there's something that
He's
happened.
been out there murking people, and I think it was Harry.
He's been out there dead pulling people.
It was Harry Osborn.
You think?
Yeah. He killed Green Goblin. That's my assumption. Or he killed somebody else.
Yep. Now, if I remember right, in the original 3, Henry was the Hobgoblin, wasn't he?
Harry, no, he became the second Green Goblin.
I thought he was the Hobgoblin because.
What did he become?
I thought it was the Hobgoblin. I swear to God, I thought it was Hobgoblin.
That would have been Spider-Man 3, Harry Osborn,
Bear with us while we Google.
We also need to wrap up this segment here in a second.
Oh no, it does say
it's
Harry
just
Osborn.
New Goblin.
Yeah, Green Goblin.
Or New Goblin, Green Goblin.
I think it would have made better sense for him to have been Hobgoblin.
It wouldn't have though, and that's because in the comics, Hobgoblin's a whole different character. Technically played by a character named Ned Leeds, which is weird considering who Tom Holland, Spider-Man's best friend, was. I don't see that being a thing, though. It's not the same character.
Don't say it was like he died. Oh, no, you're right. Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Yep. But
skip ahead.
Yeah. Okay, so Dizzy, appreciate you being on. I'm gonna have to wrap. I'm gonna have to wrap this recording part because I have over 10 guests to be on, and if I go much more than 20 minutes with everybody, this is gonna turn into a 5-hour podcast, and that would be tough. So, anything you want to say to the people before we stop this?
Yes. Geek, I'm very proud of you. Come up very far away. I think you're doing incredibly well. Keep up the good work.
Damn, right in the feels. Damn.
100 episodes, man. Come on. Shit.
Appreciate you, buddy.
You're obviously doing something right, and you're sticking with it. That's the important thing.
Right? I appreciate you, man.
And don't forget, guys, like the podcast, follow it, do whatever. I don't know what it's called on Spotify and all that shit.
Go follow
Just
Dizzy
do
on
whatever
Twitch.
You gotta do.
Maybe he'll stream sometime next year.
Cross-promoting.
All right, and we are back with, again, this has been the intro for every guest so far. With guest number, I don't know because I haven't edited the video. So you could be the first guest or the last. I don't know. I don't know which one you are. We're back with Anubis. How you been, man?
Hi, motherfuckers. How's it going?
Wow.
Oh, too much? My bad. Family friendly?
This is a Christian Minecraft server.
Listen. Our server was not Christian, okay?
That'll happen to our
There's
server.
a whole lot of hedonism going on over there.
Yeah, speaking of our Minecraft server, what
we should really play,
there?
huh? It's still available. I just didn't pay the bill yet. So it's up to you guys. I don't know what y'all want to do.
No, I noticed because it was like, yeah, we were doing the Minecraft server thing, and then suddenly,
we all got distracted?
We all got distracted, and then, Anubis never messaged me and said I needed to pay him my portion of the thing, so we're just
money. Oh.
I don't have to pay you money if you don't tell me to pay you money.
This is true. It's
not like I forgot to pay a bill. I just didn't know there was a bill. You didn't tell me to pay a bill.
Yeah, like the first time, and I didn't know when the bill was due, and I was like, oh, I guess we owe money. We should probably pay that.
That one annoyed me because we had to make our second payment like 2 weeks after our first. I was so annoyed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I was like, didn't we just do that? Didn't we just pay for this server?
Yep.
That's the tough thing right now, though, is I don't know.
We need to get back to goddamn together, but Tom is playing RP. You can't play RP because your keyboard sucks.
I still do need to buy a new keyboard. That's true. Amazon wish list
right now.
There's an Amazon wish list in my bio. Somebody go buy me a keyboard. Thanks.
You're welcome.
You wouldn't like the keyboard that's in my wish list, I don't think.
I don't think I would either.
I don't even think I like the keyboard that's in my wish list. It just.
Then why is the keyboard in your wish list then, sir?
So I can have a keyboard to use to play RP.
Wow. Of course you would say some nonsense like this.
I still like my Ducky 1-2 Mini, man. It's the GOAT.
Duck, duck, quack, quack, mama jokes. Yeah.
Yes, sir. But,
yes, sir, to the mama jokes? Okay. Cool,
I mean,
cool.
that's what you've always done. Still not as bad as Dizzy, though. His are just pure orphan jokes, and it's sad. Oh, my God.
Wow.
Oh, do you remember our fucking...
Oh, yeah, so Dizzy is playing... He's streaming right now.
Dude, yeah, Dizzy came back yesterday.
Oh.
After we recorded the podcast, his segment for this episode of the podcast, he Went live for the first time since like August.
Forever, right?
Yeah, it's nuts, man. Glad to see it though.
I'm glad to see it. I gotta go cuss at his face.
So talking to him yesterday, and he said it on stream, so I feel absolutely comfortable sharing this information on the podcast. So he got COVID is why he disappeared. Yeah, so you know his other health issues, so him getting COVID did not go well. So that's why he's been gone. He's like, yeah, streaming's tough because if I talk too much, I run out of breath and feel like I'm going to die.
Yeah, and try to die, exactly.
Yeah.
But we all still vape, so definitely try to crush our lungs. Let's all die together, baby.
Fuck our lungs, you know?
Who needs to breathe? Right? Who needs oxygens? Give me that sweet nicotines.
That nicotine is great.
That's not what I said, but okay.
Well, nicotine's great. That's what I said. That's what I said. Don't question it. Don't question me. Don't do this to me. I built this company.
I built this city on rock and roll, damn it.
You can't do this to me. I started this company.
No. You gotta go. It's our company now.
I'm somewhat of a scientist myself.
You gotta go, old man.
Did you see Spider-Man No Way Home yet?
Yes, I did,
actually.
actually.
Oh my god, it's so good, man.
I liked it. I was definitely surprised by the
I put a spoiler warning already in this episode, so you're good.
Oh yeah, the fucking two Spider-Man from the other fucking what the fuck?
Dude.
Oh my god, bro, it was so good. I was so happy I almost cried a little bit.
So Disney bitched about it.
Why?
Because they didn't do the reveals good enough. They were underwhelming reveals. Like the Matt Murdock Daredevil reveal was underwhelming because he didn't fight, he didn't suit up, he was just lawyer Matt Murdock. It's like, that's the cool part.
But he was just supposed to be a lawyer at that point. He wasn't necessary for his Daredevil. No one gave a fuck. Fuck him.
And you saw him catch the brick. He's a really good lawyer. Come on. I loved that scene. I can't get over it. I'm a really good lawyer.
Is that a dinosaur?
Is that a what?
They said, is that a dinosaur?
Okay.
Remember when the lizard popped up?
Oh yeah. Gotcha.
Oh my god. Jamie Foxx looks a whole lot better than he did in the first time when he was Electro. Oh my god, Electro looked so bad in the first movie that he was in, but this one he looks so much better. I'm like, yes, there we go, that's better. He's still not wearing his yellow and green, which was kind of bad, but
that's okay. His comic book accurate costume is ass. Like
his comic book costume is definitely ass. It's garbage, but I kind of wanted it.
I kind of wanted it. I don't know if I ever want to see a comic accurate Rhino in a movie.
Yeah.
That's gonna be disgusting.
But I like how they said, "Oh yeah, so there has to be a black Spider-Man somewhere." Yeah. And I'm like, okay, are you gonna throw Miles in here real quick? Let's go get some Miles in here. Where he at? But
that was a funny scene.
But why is Electro black again? I'm still trying to figure out. Like, that doesn't make sense to me.
I don't know, because why not?
He was never black ever. In none of them was he black.
Okay, so that's the thing.
Whatever.
It's one of the, so here's the way I see it, and I'm speaking from a very different position, obviously. But when it comes to comic book characters, unless the race of the character genuinely matters, like Black Panther can't be a fucking white dude.
This is true.
Right?
That's blasphemy.
If the race of the character doesn't actually matter, cast whoever the fuck is going to play the character well.
But that's
Electro, it doesn't matter.
Okay, so here's my thing with that. Okay? I'm glad that they chose a black guy for it. Cool, bet, whatever. That's great.
Sure.
I'm glad there's some more black representation in the comics. I mean, in the movies. Great. But to just cast him as a black person, just to be casting him as a black person, say you have a black person in the cast?
Is that why they did it? I don't know.
But that's how it feels, though, because, again...
Fair enough.
He was never black.
Fair enough.
And what other villain do they have that's black in the Spider-Man universe that they could have used instead? Like, you know, there are others.
Sure.
But they didn't choose to use any of them because they're not the big ones. They're not the Sinister Six ones. You feel me?
Right. For sure.
So it was, to me, like they were just doing it just to say that they did it.
Maybe.
And
maybe. Well, okay. Maybe for the I can't remember which Amazing Spider-Man that was. One or two, whichever one had Electro in it. I can't remember.
I'm with you.
What the fuck ever. That might have been the reason they cast Jamie Foxx in that. In this movie, the only reason they cast Jamie Foxx is because he was already cast in the other movie.
Right, in the other one, right.
Like, I don't think anything was going on here. It was just, we're just bringing back old villains. So, I wanted to see Topher Grace's Venom. So.
I still want to see Venom, bro.
Well, Venom.
The way that they made, the way that they put that end credit thing, it seems like he might be coming.
Venom is still in the Marvel universe. Tom Hardy as Eddie Brock is not.
Right, but with him being at the end of that movie, wouldn't that be them trying to bring him over?
Did you watch the post-credit scene in No Way Home?
Right, that's what I'm saying. Wasn't he in that?
Yeah, and he got sent back to his universe the same way all the other villains did.
Oh, that's what was happening? God damn it.
That's why he disappeared. And that's why there was just that little black piece of sludge, is because Venom stayed,
but
Tom Hardy didn't.
And who the fuck? Oh, yeah, the fucking dude from that 70s show. He played...
I wish they would have brought Topher Grace's Venom back for just 1 second as a meme. It would have been funny.
The genuinely Spider-Man.
Yes. I genuinely don't remember what we talked about on the first time you were on the podcast. You got any clue?
I don't remember what I did yesterday, so no.
Fair enough. So before we get to the end of this here, since we've already been rambling for 11 minutes,
Jesus.
I want to get to the question I've been asking everybody. For 2022,
yes,
for your content, your content creation-ness, what are your plans? You got any big plans for 2022? Any big stuff you want to get into? Certain games, certain types of streams?
Okay, so I am very excited for Dying Light 2. I cannot wait till that drops. It was supposed to drop on my birthday. Then they pushed that bitch back to February. So I'm excited to play that. There is also a VR game coming out. I can't remember the name of it now, but it is an MMORPG for VR. So I'm kind of interested. I want to see how that turns out. Hopefully it's good. But I'm going to be trying to get a whole lot more VR content on my streams. I am also playing Final Fantasy right now. I played the remake. I might be going back and restarting the original and playing that shit on stream because I'm really in a Final Fantasy kick right now. I don't know what my deal is. But I'm playing games that are fun for me now. I'm not playing games to try to get a bunch of views. I'm playing games that are fun for me. What I want to play.
There you go.
And hopefully it turns into views. Hopefully it turns into follows. We'll see.
Fair
and
enough.
If it doesn't, mine's going back to work and you won't be seeing me stream anymore. So there you go.
Oh, big yikes.
Yeah.
2022 needs to be a big year, eh?
Goddamn right.
All right. Scary times.
I'm still sitting in the mid 400s. Like, I'm not growing. It doesn't feel like the growth is here, bro. Maybe YouTube. Maybe that's where we need to go. I don't know. But right now, it doesn't feel like I'm growing.
YouTube's also tough. I can tell you that. YouTube is also tough. I can tell you that.
I can believe it. I miss Mixer. I hate them so much.
I moved the podcast over to YouTube fully. So I don't stream the podcast on Twitch anymore. I only stream it on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
I used to average during the podcast 12 viewers on Twitch. I get 3 now.
Jesus.
So I don't know if YouTube's the move either.
I don't know, bro. There has to be something that's better than this. I feel like I'm stagnating, and I don't like stagnating. I don't appreciate it. I feel like I'm giving my all, and I feel like, and not just me, there's a whole lot of us who came over from Mixer who are giving our all, but the growth isn't there.
Right.
And I don't know what we're doing wrong. Or is it more of not us doing something wrong, but it's just that Twitch is so oversaturated with streamers that getting an audience is nigh impossible.
Gaining an audience is tough. Honestly, the way I've grown my streams over the last year has not been actually through streaming. It has been through
networking.
No, it has been through creating TikTok videos and YouTube videos and being active on Twitter and Instagram. The majority of my followers on Twitch are not organic Twitch growth. They are followers from other platforms pulled to Twitch. So it's tough. Twitch's discoverability is so fucking bad that you can't rely on Twitch to get you where you want to be.
That means I gotta start doing social media, bro. You know how often I get on social media?
It's gonna have to start being more often now.
Obviously, if I want to grow, right?
Yes, sir. Time to get on them TikToks.
I don't even have that app at all.
Well, you better
I've
get
never
to
been
it.
on TikTok.
Well, you better get to it.
What the hell am I gonna put on TikTok?
Anything, everything.
Like what? Like what am I doing? Like I'm playing Final Fantasy right now. What the fuck TikTok's supposed to make out of that?
Take funny ass clips from Final Fantasy and post them on your fucking TikTok.
I don't know. There's funny clips on Final Fantasy, bro.
I have 3 different TikTok pages right now. I have one that is just entirely for Twitch clips, one that is entirely for podcast clips, and then one that is just for me to make whatever fucking video I want to make whenever I want to make it.
So I gotta come watch you dance and shit, huh?
Oh, I don't dance. I'm not.
You gotta figure out how to dance.
Yeah, well, you should.
I don't dance.
You should.
I should not.
I want to see it.
I have the rhythm of a 65-year-old white man.
Ishka, Ushka, Mickey Mouse. That's not.
So that might not be the best thing for me to be doing.
See, but maybe it is because, you know, there are some dudes with no rhythm who are just dancing who are getting tons of views. Just make an ass out of yourself and you'll get views.
Make an ass out of myself to get views. Ah, God. I could always just start fucking plugging the best mobile game in the world right now. Just start plugging that over and over again until they fucking until they decide to sponsor me.
Don't say it. Wait, which game?
You know the one I'm talking about. Too.
Wait, which game? Is it the one I got you addicted to?
Huh?
Is it the one I forced you to download and got you addicted to?
No, not that one. Not that one. The one that all the fucking YouTubers and the fucking
Raid Shadow
Legends. Goddamn right. The best mobile game out there.
I am absolutely
story mode, beautiful graphics.
I'm absolutely bleeping out that name because those motherfuckers do not pay me enough to mention their name. My brand isn't free, so tough.
So hold on, I was on Streamlabs a few times actually, and it popped up like, oh yeah, new promotional thing for sponsorship. Hey, do you want to get sponsored by that game? And I'm like, no.
You should do it. Just do it, just for the meme. No.
So they want me to get people to play the game and go through tutorials and all this. I'm like, yeah. Bro, I don't want to do this, but I want the money.
Right? Give me the money. All right. I think we're at a decent-ish spot. He wants a Raid Shadow Legends sponsorship. That is his goal for 2022.
I really want a Monster sponsorship is what I really want.
Dude, G Fuel, I'm still here. Hit me up, please. Code Geek.
Jeez. Code Geek? Are you serious? You got a fucking sponsorship through that?
No, I've been pleading for 3 years. I'm trying,
Jesus, man. Bro, I still want that Monster one, bro. If I can get that,
come on, G Fuel.
Monsters on deck. Let's go, baby.
All right, I thank you again for being on.
Yep, no problem, buddy.
Technically second time, but we appreciate you. Appreciate you coming back.
I got to be here for you because your mom